I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. For the day done, you are gonna love over yourself.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Liquid tonic, liquid magic. Right, yeah, like back of food, link the gun. You see me if you can read. See the calcium, iron, magnesium, and a matter of fact. Everything we need, that is yours.
Good evening. My name is Pioneer, and we are here with another edition around the NBA, and we are on I Am Sure Sports. I want to say welcome to all in the stream already. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with a full house. We have a full house tonight. We are here with the man Preacher. Welcome forward, Preacher. We also have the return of the prodigal one, the man who went into hiding and hibernation after a lot of his predictions and a lot of the teams that his fancy teams got knocked out at the playoff. Once a welcome to the man Kems, who is back with us and what is expected to be an historic night. The man eat and drink and make sure he steady up himself for this Golden State victory. So I want to welcome forward to Virgin CC from CC Sports Lab. Welcome, gentlemen. We're also expected to be joined later on by G-Star and Chris Lynch. All right, gentlemen, we are here. We are here for Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics. Golden State Warriors hold a 3-2 advantage going into tonight's Game 6. And many like myself are expecting the Golden State Warriors to close out tonight. And a few are expecting the Boston Celtics to draw a level tonight in the series. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, to preview what should be and what could be, and to give our predictions, and to also look at what we call keys to victory for each team, to look at things that each team needs to avoid in this critical and crucial Game 6. We'll start with Preacher. Preacher, you give me a little synopsis, a little rundown, and how do you preview this game? I want you to give me some of your key points for Golden State, key points for the Boston Celtics, for either team to prevail tonight.
Evening, gentlemen. Evening to those who have logged into the stream. I'm here with my son, so sometimes you might hear him being a little enthusiastic.
Not a problem. Share the excitement.
I think for the Golden State Warriors, in the first instance, they need an improved performance from Steph Curry. We saw Steph Curry having an average game by his standards in the last game. He was 0 of 9 from 3-point land. We're not expecting Steph Curry to go 0 of anything from 3-point land in this game. In the series so far, he has been 1 of 7 from 3 in the fourth quarter as well. So we're really expecting Steph Curry to have an improved performance, which will be critical for Golden State if they're going to close out tonight. We've been talking about the Game 6 Clay and him turning up and having a big night. If Clay and Steph are at their best tonight, then the Boston Celtics have no chance. The key factor for the Golden State Warriors, I believe, is going to be the intensity that comes from Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins on the defensive end. It is not us that has been doing it for Golden State, really. If you look at Golden State's points per game, it's the lowest points per game that they've been having throughout the playoffs. So the Boston defense have been doing a decent job in limiting them to 107 points per game. What Golden State has been doing well is playing good team defense. When you play good team defense, you limit Boston to under 100 points, you win the game. So it's really the defensive intensity that the guys like Wiggins, Gary Payton, Jr., Draymond Green bring to the table. You look at how the game started in Game 5 with Draymond Green playing and being passionate, being energized on the defensive end, having that kind of intensity. Golden State would need to come out and be like that, because Boston is going to come out and they're going to put their best foot forward in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game with the crowd behind them. On the Boston end, the issue is turnovers. If Boston Celtics continue to turn over the ball, then they stand no chance. 36 turnovers in the last 2 games. You don't win basketball games like that, turning over the ball. Then, of course, the points in the paint. Boston has not been scoring many points in the paint. They actually pour from the two-point range. They're doing much better from 3-point land in all of the games, especially the games that they have won. So they definitely need to protect the ball and to take charge of the paint. They have the height advantage, they have the physicality advantage. So I don't see why they should not be dominating the points in the paint, especially in a game like this. Additionally, you need Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to both have a good game. Sorry, Pioneer, you talking to me?
No, man. Go ahead, preacher, man. We're just signaling. We're just setting up something.
Oh, you need Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to have a good game. Jason Tatum has been hot and cold. Jaylen Brown has been inconsistent. He's also guilty of turning over the ball. Actually, both of them are guilty of turning over the ball a lot. So the spotlight will be on these 2 wing players, these 2 stars for Boston. But I think the key with all that I've said for Boston is the others. We need Derek White. They're going to need Al Horford. They're going to need Marcus Smart. That game 1 kind of performance from Al Horford and Derek White, we haven't seen that again. We have not seen that again since. So I'm expecting Boston to come out knowing what they have to do. I'm expecting them to move the ball more, rotate the basketball, let ISO, and then if they do all of that, they should be able to compete and probably push it to a game 7.
All right, preacher. Give thanks. Kems, the man who is coming from the wilderness. Tell me how you see what you see happening. First, Kems, I'm gonna stick it down to a prediction early. I want to give me a prediction for the game tonight. No, all right, I'm gonna spare that. We'll get to that later on. I want to give me the keys to victory for both teams tonight and the pitfalls that both teams need to avoid tonight. We get to the predictions. State.
All right. Good night, everyone. Listen, I couldn't disagree with Preacher more, but that's nothing new, right? Because Preacher just being a prisoner at the moment, as per usual. Listen, I probably see Golden State win one game this series. One game, I see Golden State win. I think Boston will lose. Obviously, I think Boston will lose the series, but I think Boston has thrown away this series wholeheartedly, right? Um, Especially the last game. I know I think I missed the last podcast that you had. But the last game, and this is why I tell you, and this is why I have the conversation with when I tell me say Jason Tatum a superstar and all them things. I'm say, no, those people are stars. There's a difference. Superstar is Steph Curry, what Steph Curry did in game 5. That is what a superstar is.
Four.
When I was no game 4, I mean, yeah. Thanks to the correction, boss. Game 4. Listen, that is what a superstar is. When your back is against the wall, you step up, right? In game 5, I think Boston was leading 90-86. I remember that specifically. 90-86, Boston were leading after them come back from down 15 and all of that in the fourth quarter. This is where I want my superstar to show. This is where I want the quote unquote Jason Tatum where him got tattoo 24, tattoo mamba on him body and all them things. Them things that make you win basketball games with that. You have to go out there, go execute and play. And he was just poor. Preacher, this is what I agree with Preacher now. Preacher mentioned it, turning over the basketball. Like, when I watch the game and watch how Boston playing, it looked like me I watch St. George's College versus Manchester play basketball. This is just sloppy basketball. This is not finals basketball.
So
what
Kems,
I will say,
you give no credit to the defense, Kems.
For Jason Tatum turnovers, no. This is just low IQ basketball. Like, I don't see the defense do anything where me I say, oh. And I wish I could have pulled up some videos for sure, no? What me I talk about, because like we really have the videos there for sure, no? What Jason Tatum do, I mean, I feel look at me and say, is this one really a basketball player? But anyway, so the keys to the game for the Warriors, obviously. So Preacher mentioned Curry and Clay. I don't think Curry and Clay alone can get over the hump tonight, right? The key for the Golden State Warriors I am thinking about is They have to make over 23 pointers tonight to win that basketball game tonight. They must make over 23 pointers. And listen, game 6 Clay, I believe that is a real thing. The man do it against the Cavs. The man do it against OKC. Yeah. When obviously Steph Curry was struggling. He tends to struggle in games where he's needed most. So
he was doing it against Toronto when he got
Toronto before he got hurt.
He actually had 30 on his way to about 40 and got injured.
By the
way, stick up in Kems. We welcome all of the brethren them in the stream early. Welcome Gunners Boss. Gunners Boss is saying that we were MIA. We were out for a couple of weeks, Gunners Boss. We have been back. This is our 3rd stream back. We will be here. We're doing a watch party during the game. So we'll be here during the game, Gunners Boss, for sure.
Not me.
Yeah, man, but we'll be here. I will be here like halftime for do a little. You know? I know your heart can't take Golden State doing the thing, Kems. I know
Cannot.
I want to welcome one Dan MUFC 45. One Dan MUFC said my team turn over the ball too much for real, bro. That's a Boston fan. Oh, I welcome Kareem Grant. Lockdown Wiggins and game 6 Clay. That is what we're working with tonight, Kareem Grant. And welcome, gentlemen. Welcome everybody to the stream who is here, who are here already. We'll be here for a while during the pre-game, and we'll be here during the game, gentle folks. Kems, continue to give keys to victory, my brother.
Yeah, and then listen, I think Boston have to decide what they want to do. Like, Steph Curry cannot win the game tonight. I prefer Andrew Wiggins to score 50 and win the game, and I'll live with that. But Steph Curry can't beat you tonight, right? So back to what I said about the Warriors. I think they have to make over 23s, and I think because Warriors have a little turnover issue as well, Only thing Boston just worse. Boston is just worse, right? So I think they must take care of the basketball, especially being away, and also make over 23s. For Boston, listen, they need a ball handler. I don't want to see Jalen Brown handling my basketball. I don't want to see Jason Tatum handling my basketball. Right? So they need somebody who can handle the basketball. Who is that going to be? Boy, because, and I was thinking about it, so boy, this team really missing somebody who can control the basketball game. Who can control the basketball game. Not a Derek White, not a Marcus Smart, probably a Rajon Rondo right now in this situation, I believe, could have put Tatum in the right spots and put Jalen Brown in the right spots. See? So I am looking at that. So don't turn over the ball. Obviously, you need Tatum to be aggressive. And I need Tatum stop looking for the foul and looking to make the shot. When he's going to the basket, he's looking for the foul every time. The referee's never call it most of the time. So I think if Jason Tatum put down his head and try and put the ball in the basket versus looking for the foul, I think that can do and just ride the Boston. Last thing, Preacher said the others. I don't think the others can do it tonight. I don't think the others is a factor tonight. I think the quote-unquote superstar I want to tell me about has to be the one to step up. You see, just like how we stepped up against Giannis in Game 6, that is the Jason Tatum we have to play tonight if Boston is going to survive. But for me, I think this thing is over, boss.
All right. Thank you very much, Kems. People, I feel Kems is paying people. Kems is probably the biggest Golden State hater that exists in the basketball world. Plus, Kems is very low was very low on the Boston Celtics all season. So it comes at great pains to Kems to see these two teams in the final, and he has to choose. What I say? Pick the best of two evils, so to speak. I welcome Demo J9 to the stream. Demo J9 is telling us that smart to have a monster game. Let's see what happens, Demo J9. I want to also big up Coach's Desk, saying welcome forward, Coach Minzy. Yeah, man, big up yourself, my brethren. We're here previewing the big game. All right. Kareem Grant also says need to force Tatum to the basket because his floater's lucky. All right. CC, I want you to give me your keys to victory for both teams and tell me what both teams need to avoid tonight in order for them to prevail.
All right. Let's start out like this. It's the Tatum, for me, has been inconsistent in his play. And I think it showed up even in the Miami Heat game. I think if Miami Heat had, how do we say another star, a little bit and almost the level of a Jimmy Butler, we would have been watching a different team in the finals. Because I think Boston would have wet the bed. Even in the last time when Jimmy Butler had the opportunity to win the game and he didn't win the game, right? If you realize Boston has had more joy on the road than they have had at home. So that's another consequence, because even though they're at home tonight, that doesn't automatically translate to them winning. If you realize, even I noticed, but as Preacher would have said, the key to them winning would have been controlling their turnovers. I think they have won the games that they have won. They have limited their turnovers to 12. And the games that they have lost has been 18, 15, 18. So you realize that the more they turn over the basketball, is the more a team like Golden State is going to hurt you. You understand? So I think that's one of the keys, right? Kems touched on a point that I wanted to go to as well. Marcus Smart is not a ball handler in terms of floor general and that. And I think that is where they're lacking. And it continued to rear its ugly head in the playoffs. Even though they are winning, you can see that they're missing that point guard. You understand? So that is one thing that they're missing. It's not like you have a Draymond Green who can't shoot a lick, but he's a floor general. You understand? You don't have a Stephen Curry who stretches the floor. So for Boston, I think that is one of the things that they may be woeful tonight. Because Tatum will know, all right, and I think Tatum might end up dominating the ball a lot. There's a key point to note, though, that when Tatum, I think it's 66 ISOs, Tatum has scored 50 points, right? So I think basically depending on how they play tonight, Tatum and Jalen Brown has to show up. Marcus Smart has to stop thinking that he's the best player on Celtics and just play good enough, play defense to the highest level that he can, and play some team basketball. Because in my opinion, he has been playing as if he's the best player on the team.
But
At,
but
at,
CC, but CC, one question, the boss, because I don't know if me and you watch the same finals, but if I'm looking at the finals, I'm looking at a Jason Tatum who is afraid at the moment. I'm looking at a Jason Tatum who is not taking control. I'm looking at a Jalen Brown who preacher said is inconsistent, who is just not ready to take over. Marcus Smart is the only quote unquote dog out there who is willing to say, hey, if I'm going down, I'm going down swinging. I'm going down putting my best foot forward. This is the worst series I've seen Jason Tatum play since he has been in the league. The absolute worst series. Jalen Brown, I think this series has been bad, but not as bad as Jason Tatum, especially coming off the Milwaukee. So I wouldn't say Marcus Smart is trying to act like it's his team, but I think he's the only one with the heart, with the pressure. Listen, after game 5, after game 5 and them lose, you know what Jason Tatum I talk about? Oh, guess what? Who said I'm a superstar? Who is this a superstar? I've never said I'm a superstar. Did I tweet that I'm a superstar? Like, those are the things that is. And listen, don't get me wrong. He's young. He have many more times in the finals. But I just believe that, and I think experience matters too. I think Golden State have been here before. What did Clay say after game 3? We were here in 2015 when we were 2-1 down. We'll be fine. They're talking about Draymond Green podcast. Draymond Green say, hey, guess what? I'm still going to do the podcast and we're still going to win the ring. This is the confidence that oozes out with the Golden State Warriors. When they look at Boston, what Jalen Brown has said, oh, we don't fear the Golden State Warriors. You don't have to fear them for losing. You don't have to fear them for lose. They can be brave and thing and still lose, right? So I think Marcus Smart is really the only player, I'm going to say, out there with the heart, with the drive, with the desire to just try and do something to put Golden State on them heels. Well, Jason Tatum look like him a play both teams. He look like a both teams him a play for. Him scored and then give Golden State. Well, I'm gonna take, and listen, 3 is always more than 2. So when you turn over the ball as Boston, nobody think Golden State are going to run the guard the paint to score. They're staying right behind the 3-point line and they're going to shoot that basketball 100% of the time.
Yeah. So it's just the analytics. The X factor for me, for both teams, for the X factor for Golden State will be Clay, right? If Clay can produce a tick over the game 3 or the game 5 games that he has, because I think those are the best games that he played so far in the series. He had some stinkers, but the game 3 and the game 5 games, he had been pretty much decent. So Clay is the X factor. Wiggins' defense and Tatum is another factor, right? The defense that Wiggins is playing and Tatum is not allowing Tatum to really get into his game. And then there's a lot of switching that Golden State is doing. So instead of Tatum looking for the weaker defender to score on, I think he's not really driving a lot to the basket. So it's like it's affecting his game. So even as Kems is saying, it probably affecting him probably even mentally because for him to be saying all of these things about superstar and all of that, like nobody's asking you about that. You don't need to go into that. Like that is for the fans. It's just like if a fan say, oh, this player is a superstar, it doesn't mean that the player should come out and talk about that. Is fans talking, fans conversation. That has nothing to do with you as a player.
Foolishness.
Their thing though, their X factor is Robert Williams. Is Robert Williams. The limited minutes that Robert Williams has played, you can see, I think he had 2-point-something blocks or so, that you can see the impact that he has on the team. But because of his knee, I'm not so sure how that will affect everything. But you have to look at this too, Pioneer and Kems. I think a lot of persons point to Golden State being in the finals already and them have experience. Yeah, they have experience, but I want people to understand that outside of Clay, Draymond, and Steph, even though Iggy, I think Iggy is still there. It's pretty much
Looney also, man. Looney was there from 26 for the 2 KD.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of these guys, the moment is not necessarily. You know what Steph is saying? I think Steph even alluded to it. I said a lot of these guys have to trick themselves. Try and trick their mind into the moment.
To be fair to Looney, Looney's playing like the moment is not too big for him.
Yeah, but I'm saying that, like I'm saying, like Poole and those guys, Steph is saying that what they have to do is trick themselves into thinking that was deserved to be here, because at the end of the day, this is one of the most pressurized games, and we've seen even Steph himself come up small in some of these games. You might not like to hear that in a Pioneer, but we have seen it.
Don't worry, you'll come up small tonight too.
So
come up small.
I think, and I don't know, I would want to say this. I think this is the icing moment for Stephen Curry, Warrior Stephen Curry, and I think he has to have a big game tonight. Regardless of what everybody want to say, we would like to know that if Golden State wins the ring, there's no doubt in anyone's mind, barring Game 5, that Steph Curry brought Golden State to this title. Wiggins will do his thing someday. Clay will do his thing, but Stephen Curry needs to be the one who is dropping certain dimes. I think what Steph needs is, like, you see, if Wiggins and Clay and the supporting cast is scoring daggers in key pivotal moments, that's when Steph gets up. Steph feeds off the energy of when the rest of the team is dropping shots. If you notice in a Pioneer, when the team is dropping key shots, for example, Clay, the shot that Clay dropped, and Golden State went up by one.
In other words, what you're saying, Steph is a front runner.
No, I'm not saying Steph is a front runner. I'm saying
to
you that when his teammates are making baskets in pivotal moments, Steph is going to have a monster game.
No, boss. You can say it. He is a front runner, and we have evidence.
All right, so let me chime in a little bit here. All right. Keys. A couple of the keys you guys have pointed out before. All right, so let me start with Boston first. The first thing Boston need to do, they need to take care of the basketball. They can't keep turning over the ball the way they did in Game 4 and in Game 5. If they do that, it's gonna be a short night. All right. For me, if I were them, I would revert to guarding Steph the way they guarded him in the first 4 games. I'd say, listen, Steph, get yours. I'll take my chance with you missing a couple shots, but I can't afford for Clay get off, and I can't afford to be giving Wiggins runs to the rim. If they revert to face marking and blitzing Steph, they're gonna lose tonight because Clay and Wiggins is gonna get theirs, and Jordan Poole is getting a little more confident. Draymond is gonna start pulling off towards like a fake handoff and drive to the rim. And if that happens, it gives the rest of the Golden State team a momentum. What Steph will do in that case, he will drive and dish, and he will end up with 15 rebounds, 15 assists, and probably 20 points. And Clay will get his numbers. Draymond will have a little bit. Wiggins will get his numbers. Poole will get his numbers. Gary Payton will have 12 or 15. And if Golden State has that kind of a all-around scoring, then Boston will have little or no chance in this game. Another key to Boston tonight for me is them trying to dominate the paint. Robert Williams and Al Horford have to do a better job protecting the paint. Wiggins running through the paint like is him named Lucky for the Boston Celtics. In Game 5 he had a free run to the basket. He was dunking, he was driving and shooting over people like Robert Williams quite easily. So protecting the basketball, guarding the paint for me. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, them have to come out of themselves. They have to be as confident as I've seen them in previous series. I think when I look at them now, I think they have come up. They are showing a little bit of lacking in self-confidence for me in this series. They have been good in spurts, but if you think say you are a young budding superstar, you have to show that kind of energy for me. And for me, those are 3 of the keys for the Boston Celtics. On the Golden State Warriors side, for me first, I want to see how Draymond Green starts this game. I think he needs to start this game with a force and a fire like we saw him in Game 5. In Game 5, they gave Boston nothing easy in the first quarter. Boston had to earn. I think Boston had 16 points in the first quarter in Game 5, and they had to earn every single point. It was lockdown defending from Draymond and Wiggins, and then when Looney came in the game, you could see that Clay looked a little more fleet-footed for me. He was busy. They were deflecting balls. They were rerouting shots. So for me, that is a key for Draymond, for Golden State. As to what we expect from Steph Curry, I don't think Curry has to have 30 or even 40 tonight for them to win. What I want to see from Curry tonight is confidence and feeding that confidence to the rest of his team. We expect Boston to play some dogged defense. We expect them to try and be physical tonight. This is desperation time. What I think Curry needs to do is observe that, get the rest of his teammates involved, and kind of spread that confidence across the floor to a Wiggins and a Clay. Key for Golden State for me tonight is team-wide spread. If they get 5 players in double figures, I think that would be great for them tonight, and I think that would see them winning the game. I am expecting them to be super aggressive on the defensive end. That is what has gotten them here. That is what has gotten them their 3 wins. In each of those 3 wins, they held Boston to under 100 points. If you notice, gentlemen, Golden State has been kind of average with their scoring. They had 107. They have 2 wins with 107 and 1 with 104. And in their 2 losses, they were 108 and 100 points. So Golden State has been between 100 and 108 points throughout the series. The difference for them has been in the 3 games that they have won, they have held Boston to under 100 points. And I think that is key for them tonight. They are going to have to be super aggressive on the defensive end. Looney, Wiggins, Draymond, super aggressive on the defensive end, trying to limit the shots from Boston, trying to force turnovers from Boston. And that is the key for me for Golden State. With that said, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you guys for your predictions.
Hold on, the Pioneer.
Go ahead.
So, there's one last key that I forgot to add, and it's not for Golden State or Boston, but those guys in white and black. They have been absolutely awful. They have been awful.
Stick up in, Ken, before you go there. I will welcome Romario Lawrence to the stream. Romario Lawrence is saying, can't protect the paint properly when you have sharp shooters outside the perimeter. Got to try close out those 3-point shooters. It's difficult to beat Golden State. Too much weapons. Can I agree with you? Romario Lawrence. But if you look at the stats for every game, the team that has won the points in the paint stat has won the game. So points in the paint is key. To go back to what you were saying, Kems, and how could I forget that? I have Golden State winning this in 6, but after game 5, I had a school of thought. I'm thinking that Sunday is Father's Day. I'm gonna be looking at the officiating key. It's gonna be key for me tonight. I'm gonna be watching the officiating closely to tonight to see what the refs do. A Sunday Father's Day game 7 would be a big thing for the NBA. All right, I will stop. I'll just stop short and say right, just like that. I'm gonna be watching the officials keenly tonight to see how they start, what tempo they start the game with, how the game is called. So since a year point comes, I'll allow you to develop some more on that. Go ahead.
So for game 5, right? And listen, the referees has been poor for both teams. But I think, especially for Boston, there are some pivotal calls that were made that when you really look at it, the one off Marcus Smart when Clay clearly flopped, them call a foul for that. That wasn't a foul. The one when, same with Marcus Smart again, when Clay push off and then shoot the 3-pointer, that was clearly a flop. So I think the referees have to do a better job. And the referees also need to realize that people don't come in the stadium to watch them. People don't come to watch them. We come to see the players. We are watching players. We don't want to watch them. So referees have to know, say, you have to allow a little bit of physicality. And you can't call the game different in the first quarter than you call it in the fourth. Like, whatever tone you start with, you have to stick with the tone. So if you allow them to play through the first 3 quarters, don't come in the fourth and I call your whistle every second.
Take it back for
Yeah, I don't know what Adam Silver, them same of COVID, I don't know if I'm texting them at halftime or whatever the case may be. But as consumers of the product, listen, I picked Boston to win the series initially, right? And because I think Boston overall was just a better team. But I just want to see a good basketball game tonight. I want to see a fair basketball game. I want to see a competitive game, and make the best team win. I don't want it to come down to a referee call here, a referee call there. I don't want that. I just want a fair basketball game, and let the best team win.
All right, I want to welcome Owen Adlam to the stream. Owen Adlam is saying Boston has been 3-0 in elimination games this postseason. Tatum and Brown have to step up tonight and be aggressive for Boston to win, but Golden State might just take it. All right, welcome forward.
Let me tell you something, Adlam.
Go ahead.
But they will say, Adlam, you see, sometimes them stop, they only look good because them tell me, say, Boston never lose 2 games in a row, and so they're going to lose 2 games in a row. So sometimes them start to only look good until the top.
Our streaks are made to be broken, So a win streak is just a win streak until it's broken.
I think it was the same for the same Golden State that we watch who never lost X amount of games in a row. And then reload 3 out of the bag. Reload 3 out of the bag. And we have seen this before. So let me tell you, it's a best of 7 series, Pioneer, and there's a reason for that with basketball. The best team, no matter what anybody want to tell you, the team that finishes, the team that gets to 4 is usually the best team winning the series. A lot of times we have situations, and I think there are not a lot of teams that have gone to the finals on their first occasion and won without having a dog. As a matter of fact, I doubt a team that has gone to the final and won it without having dogs in their team, in terms of their stars being that go-getter that want it.
Who was the dog on Golden State in 2050?
Remember that when Steph was there and these guys, you had Barbo, what name? You had all those
Barbosa and Spades, more Spades, and
you had Iggy. Remember that Iggy was drafted to be a number 1, Iggy was not drafted to be a role player. Iggy was drafted like a number 1. So you have to understand that, and then that's how strength in numbers were formed. So I'm saying to you that.
But Mr. CC, you have also remember, that Steph Curry was playing against Matthew Dellavedova, right? Remember, Kyrie Irving was there.
Let us not stray too far from.
I'm not straying for the.
Let us stray. No, I came to give you this history lesson. I'm going back. Well, let me welcome my virgin Chris Lynch to the stream. Welcome forward, Chris. Good to have you, my virgin. It's been a while. Welcome forward, and it's big and historic night.
And Ken.
All right, we had Preacher with us earlier. Preacher will join us again later on. Owen Adlam is saying the streak is to say they generally rise on elimination night. Not saying that they will win, but just lighting that they.
Highlighting, I think he's saying that they generally
lift their games. But I think you're as good as the opposition you're facing. Owen, I think Golden State, and I have been watching this series carefully. There have been games that I've seen, I think game 1 and game 2, or game 1 and game 3, I saw Jaylen Brown getting the better of Draymond Green. And in game 5, I saw Draymond Green looking more lively, more aggressive. Took out Jaylen Brown out of his game complete. I think there's a stat that said Jaylen Brown was one of 10 against Draymond Green in that game. So you're as good as the opposition that.
I'll offer that the line already.
Okay, Chris.
If the game start,
gentlemen. All right, so Chris, game about to start. Chris, you make give your keys to victory for both teams, and then give your predictions. And the tip is up, ladies and gentlemen. Boston won the tip, and the game is up. But Chris, while you're watching the game, just give me your keys to the game tonight, and tell me who you got.
Yeah, Wiggins is a must show up. Steve Kerr must play Wiggins. Clay Thompson, and Curry, and Poole on the court. These players must get as much minutes tonight because scoring is where Golden State seems to lose games when they lose against Boston. So it is key that Wiggins turn up tonight because I am almost sure that Steph and Clay will come to the party and Wiggins I don't know. He showed that when he plays good, then Golden State really is a force. I think your boy Green, Draymond Green, yeah, he's gonna do what he's doing on the defensive end, but must stay positive on the offensive end. That give off, that fake give off, he needs a lot of those tonight, and must go to the basket and enforce himself. But I think Boston basically need Tatum and Jalen Brown, and they can still play good and lose to a Warriors team. That is how good Warriors are. I don't know if people realize that, but Tatum and Brown can have a good game tonight and lose because of what the Warriors can do, because of their shooting. But I think Warriors going to close it out, obviously, based on how I'm just feeling that Warriors can close it out. Um, yeah, I can't see Warriors going to Game 7 because if it goes to Game 7, I'm going with Boston. But Warriors should Warriors should close out tonight.
Welcome some familiar faces in the stream. I welcome Paper Plate, who is often here with us. Paper Plate is saying that Boston can win, but they need to settle down. I want to welcome Christoph Fuller. Christoph said we all know who is going to win the game, just against the side Kems pick to win. And I think that is the Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, Boston is off to a 4-2 start. Early days. VM is playing with high intensity.
The team slow pioneer, 9-2, the man.
A 10-2, 12-2, you know, man.
Yeah, because somebody is turning over the basketball like
man,
it's no tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Steve Kerr called a timeout. But listen, Pioneer. Listen, Mayor Christian says something.
ESPN feed is slow.
Christian, there is no way. And you can tell me the game. You can probably tell me the game. There is no way Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown can play well and the Warriors win the game. Absolutely no way. You tell me the game in these 5 games where both those players played well and the Warriors win. Tell me the game.
Yeah, I'm not going off of the series history. I'm going off this is an important game for both teams. But I am saying I think Celtics, Brown and Tatum can both do good and still bow out in Game 6 tonight.
Both of them can get off and lose. If both of them gets off,
they're not playing against themselves. Both
of them goes off, they're winning.
Yep. Both of them have a great game.
They're winning. Say after limit one. First of all, to me, the danger player is Jalen Brown. They can get in Tatum's end. The danger player for me is Brown. It's dangerous. But I mean, I will see what Curry they do.
The ESPN feed that I'm watching, gentlemen, is a little behind. I'm actually looking at. I'm having to go to my feed on my phone here, which is actually showing me the scores. Jalen Brown after a hot start with 5 points. Marcus Smart has 2. Al Horford had those 2 early free throws, and Jason Tatum is 1 of 2. He hit a 3. Okay, so it's 12-2. Golden State Warriors, after a cool start, turnovers by Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins early. The only 2 points on the board is that Draymond Green layup that he made to put the score at 2-2. So, interesting days. Boston off to a hot start. Golden State off to somewhat of a shaky start. Gentlemen, in a timeout, this is the moment. All right, this is what is made of. I think this is the start that Boston would have wanted. The fans are up, cheering and roaring for their team. So Boston
from the bag, because he has only lost 2 playoff series in his career as a coach. So
Who's
you
that?
can't come and say, come on, rack up losses like. Remember that he will go down. Steve Kerr, he has only lost 2 playoff series in his career as a coach. So he already Hall of Fame anyway. So it's not like you can argue that. But I'm just saying that that would be a pretty impressive thing to say you have only lost twice in the
Well, that's
playoff
true,
in your career.
and it will be in the playoffs, and those 2 playoff losses will be 2 playoff losses in the final. 4-3
Yeah.
to Cleveland in 2016 and 4-2 to the Toronto
To
Raptors
Toronto.
in 2019. Um,
Which I think they were hurting that, but I guess that is it's just boss, it's sports time, man.
a depleted team. Okay, Gunners boss is saying when Curry don't hit 3 for the first time in his career and 12 points going into the fourth quarter, they got out with a monolithic start to win tonight. Early days yet. Just we have 8:57 left in the first quarter. Nothing to be too excited about. Obviously, Golden State would have started jitters. Boston at home starting confidently. So let's see what happens for the rest of the first half. It's going to be very important for Boston to kind of keep this momentum because, as you know how the Golden State Warriors play basketball, they go on runs, 10 to people. When Golden State starts scoring, they score points in bunches. So let's see what happens for the rest of the game. Paper plate is saying that Boston needs to do well in the fourth quarter. Now that's where they tend to lose the game. I agree with the paper plate. The both games that they've won. They have done.
They are push down the man right this man. You can't play that. That's not a basketball play. That's a foul. That's not a basketball play.
Watch it. That Boston start to the turnover them already. I'm lock off this year, man. My baby.
No, but somebody's turning over the basketball. Come on, Kims. You're a fan of the sport or you're a fan of...
Kems have no dog in this fight, you know.
Remember, I don't have a dog in the fight, boss. My side one look man way. Him now go win no ring in his career, you know. So I can't even argue, you know. Because we signed that dud. You know what?
Thompson has missed both of his shots so far in the game. So we know. Let's see if game 6 Clay comes to play tonight. Curry has
must 2 foul already though.
That is critical to gentlemen. We're gonna have to look at the personal fouls, and I said I'm gonna watch how this game is officiated.
Listen to me. Listen to me. If Looney got guard Jason Tatum all night, Jason Tatum have to go for 100 points. Like this is barbecue chicken.
But Looney has shown that he can do a good job guarding anybody. Come on, Kems. The fear to
Pioneer, stop the
Looney can guard on the perimeter, Kems.
Pioneer, stop the foolishness. If you are going to tell me that Jason Tatum is a superstar in this league, you cannot tell me that Looney can guard this man. I don't want you no excuses about guard perimeter. Who the hell is Kevin Looney? You could be serious now. Who is Looney? Where was Looney drafted? What is Looney? What is a Looney?
Looney Tony.
I don't like Andrew Wiggins, you know. Oh, sure.
Golden State settling down in the game, 14-7. Wiggins hitting a nice 3-pointer. Clay Thompson making his first shot in the game. Let's see if Boston can sustain and maintain this Golden State attack.
Come on, call that foul, ref. Oh, no.
Wiggins is key, Pioneer. Wiggins is key. He came back cool after the All-Star break. But
he has had a terrific playoff series.
Watch it. Yeah, Al Horford. Go to work. Foul. And one. Yeah, you see? Look, that's all I'm talking about, Pioneer. Al Horford going to work on that bum Looney. Looney can't guard that, man. Looney can't guard nobody. Come on, man. Go to work on these bums, man. What are we talking about here? Go to work on these boys, man. Watch it. Go to work, Al. Go to work. You can't beat me on my home court. You crazy? Yeah, let's go to work. Better you lose in a 7. All right. See then Looney again, funny. Come, go to work. One not posing me. Yeah. Hell
But I
no.
think the NBA did something this season where man I really respect that what them come with. This prize where you go give man about conference finals MVP. You see, it look like it cool up Tatum.
You know, I think that Steph them invent that for.
No man, I know why they did it, but I mean I won't mention it because Kim's up on the stream and I don't want to go down the road there.
I don't want to mention.
No, I'm saying I know why they brought in this conference finals MVP. Remember, it's content, you know, and bringing in a conference finals MVP. Here go, there's a gentleman who went to 8 straight final and 10 final. So
Okay.
if it was being given at that point in time, he would have had 10.
All right.
That is
So when they bring up that now, when a man go on a conversation, yo, if this was given, you know, this man would have 10 of this and then 4 of that, and then you understand. So it's all about building up this narrative going forward the next 10 years, pedaling LBJ versus MJ. So it's just a narrative building thing, bro. A money making business in a machine. Because LeBron is soon to be out of the league.
Big up my brethren, right? Well, I'm going to welcome some people to the stream, sir. We welcome Chris Romans. Welcome forward, Chris Romans. Chris Romans say, here, him say, Boston Celtics. Welcome my brethren, Roger Murdoch, former producer at KLS. Big up yourself, Roger. Great to have you here, my brethren. Saying, Roger is saying, don't sleep on Marcus Smart. All right, Roger, let's see what happens. Yeah, sir. Everybody know where my alliance and allegiance lie. Everybody know that I'm Golden State Warriors to heart. All right, so still Marcus Smart is one of my players in the league. Rate the man, rate him heart, rate him guts. All right. Who else we have in the stream here? Gunners Boss. That's a big up Roger Murdoch. They invented it for Steph and LeBron. People played. I think they invented it for Steph, you know. I think they invented to kind of take off some of the narrative of these things. So Steph never won a Finals MVP, and I think it was invented that if he didn't win a Finals MVP, at least some people could have pointed to the fact that he has won a Western Conference MVP.
I disagree, Pioneer. I think, listen, if you win a conference finals MVP and you don't win a finals MVP, it look worse on you. It look that much worse on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I beat Tatum, man. Because right now Tatum look like, as a matter of fact, you know who was the conference finals MVP?
Yeah.
But I am not in support of giving no losing team no award. But the conference finals MVP was Jimmy Butler.
Well. That's the thing. That's the thing still now.
But I'm not in support of giving a player.
How can he do this? Listen, let's stop this foolishness.
All right, welcome Travis.
How can he be? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Pioneer.
I want to welcome Travis Pessoa to the stream. He says Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player than Kobe Bryant. That is a whole another conversation, Travis. And after this final is over, now we are going to entertain some of these streams. Now we have a couple of sticking points that we need to debate. So even after this NBA season is over, gentlemen, we are going to have some debates. And I am sure sports, some basketball debates. There's one in particular with a gentleman that says he has Russell Westbrook as a top 5 all-time point guard. So that is a debate we're going to be having. And we're going to be having some debates about these greats of all time. Well, my brethren Zidane, you know.
Entertain them madness about Russell Westbrook top 5 point guard.
Golden State has brought in Gary Payton Jr. into the game. It's 18-14, Jenga folks. Golden State is settling down.
No, Boston just doing a bunch of foolishness.
Klay Thompson now has 5 points. Steph Curry has 2. Wiggins hit that 3, and Draymond still has 2. Jordan Poole has 2 points off the bench. The bench for Golden State has actually come in and made
What's
a
Luka
difference.
Doncic's position, Pioneer?
Doncic, the point guard.
Is a point guard.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So then therein lies my case because there's no way Westbrook is above Luka.
I'd argue that Westbrook is not even a top 15 point guard of all times in this league.
We don't know if more goes so far.
I can go 15. I can easily go 15, gentlemen. All right, because
Pioneer, you're using Westbrook last 3 or 2 seasons to do that, you know.
Nah, man,
That today, the Pioneer.
Chris, I'll make sure you're a part of the debate now, Chris. I'll make sure that you're a part of this debate when it comes up, Virgin. I can name you possibly 10 point guards in the league today that I put over Russell Westbrook. All right. And this is an all-time list because nobody can tell me that Westbrook is greater than Steph for sure.
Nobody we have a number 2 Pioneer.
You mean all-time?
Number one is a given, you know. You can't
Magic Johnson.
There's no debate.
I mean, Steph is making a case to himself right now, don't he?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
My number 2 is Isaiah Thomas.
No, man, don't do that, man. I have Steph over IT right now. Don't do that. You know, you're the big Kems. I expect nothing else from you.
No, but you cannot say Steph Curry is a better point guard than Magic Johnson because he shoot 3-point shots. Let us stop the foolishness. Like, honestly, it's Pioneer. If you're going to come and you're going to tell me, I am sure sports are the best thing out there, you're going to come and you have to have take integrity, boss. You can't give them ridiculous.
Hold on. Steph Curry is still a player playing. He's a player who is currently playing.
Doesn't matter.
Now, hold on. No. This man is about to win his 4th ring. This man has revolutionized basketball.
Magic.
Well, on 5, but as I said, Steph Curry is still playing now.
What is this?
So man said 3
finals MVP.
All right, but Steph is about to win his first. So, but there are other factors to be considered, gentlemen. But we'll have these debates, you know. All right, we welcome these debates. Big up Travis Pessoa, said a great Pioneer. Big up General from them careless deals. Big respect, my brethren. Enough respect to you. To hear. Good to have you here. Chris Roman says Steph is a shooting guard, and a lot of people have that. But his position is listed.
Combo guard, man. It's just a new type of ball game.
And that is why he has been credited with revolutionizing the sport, gentlemen, because he's a point guard who plays off the ball more than the traditional point guard. Interestingly, I heard a discussion yesterday on KLS regarding the football discussion the gentlemen were having about the traditional midfielder versus the current day midfielder and the expectation for the current day midfielder to score a goal. The same is true of basketball. I actually called to make that point.
Yeah, because Steph is so deadly moving, he cannot just be on the ball. The Golden State is going to function differently with Steph moving. So he cannot just him become a shooting guard, but most of the time Steph want the ball to dribble. So look at him. He want the ball basically.
Kyrie.
And he's willing to give it up. Steph is not as great as a shooter as Steph is. He's willing to give up the ball.
Roger, but careful. Kyrie is my. I'm know say Kyrie is mesmerizing with the basketball, and that a lot of persons get.
My brother you left out to a man where at 38 was on a team that beat LeBron. But I will just leave it as it is.
Gentlemen, look at this point guard conversation. This one I said, Kems, and listen to me.
I'm listening.
Let's look at the traditional point guards who play in the league today. And how little regard is held for them. The only floor general that is in the league today, in the mold of the traditional point guard, is Chris Paul. Right. And Chris Paul is expected on his team to score. In the games that Chris Paul is just a floor general, he gets little or no credit. The modern day point guard, gentlemen, is expected to put points on the board. Look at a youth like Ricky Rubio. Good traditional point guard, but gets little or no respect in the league.
This is Pioneer. Being a traditional point guard, you have to be in the right system and the right team, right?
Yeah.
if Chris Paul was on this Boston Celtics team, I promise you, it would have probably been 4-0 or 4-1. The series would have done already, right? With the same players, but let's just say we take out Marcus Smart and put in Chris Paul, right? Because you have certain...
Defensively, it will be lucky.
I think they'll be fine. Because you have Steph Curry who can't stop nobody, so I think they'll be fine. Anyway, but listen to me, Pioneer. What I'm saying is that Steph Curry moving out the ball, that's not an attribute to put somebody in the greatest point guard of all time. That's not an attribute where you look for and say, well, he moved well without the ball, so they put a stick against his name. Absolutely
no,
not.
But come on.
I don't talk about
what
Magic Johnson has done. Remember, you can't say Steph changed the league. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird together make we have NBA today, right now. So if you want to say Steph changed the league, all right, cool. But what the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird rivalry, what they had from college, bringing into the NBA was something that changed the NBA landscape totally. Listen, I have never seen Magic Johnson choke in a finals that I've
Don't
seen.
say that.
Steph.
You mean Tragic Johnson? You know what you start watching
No, don't talk. I never seen Magic Johnson.
That meltdown was worse. The finals though.
Yeah, meltdown. He meltdown came.
Worse than Steph Curry.
I want man to meltdown. I want man to meltdown, Chris Lynn. I got up to 23 in a Chris Lynn.
What's wrong with the 1980? What is it?
Yeah, the original
Tragic Johnson.
23.
What's wrong with the Virgin?
So you're going to tell me, Pioneer, honestly, that Magic Johnson was worse than Steph Curry in 2016.
In the game that he meltdown in. Go look at it, Virgin.
Steph Curry was scoring 3 straight games.
I'm gonna spare you blushes right now. I'm gonna send you the clips. I'm gonna send you the write-ups, and you go research the history for yourself. Don't say nothing more. Don't say nothing more, Kems. You don't expose yourself. Don't expose yourself. You're exposing your limited basketball.
Okay, what I say, Pioneer? Pioneer.
The preacher, hold on, man. The preacher help you out, Kems. Magic Johnson became Tragic Johnson.
No, listen, preacher. Well, give me a thought. Pioneer.
Bias against Steph Curry.
It's not biased, boss. I have to watch. I watch the 2016 finals, and I'm hearing that as a team with Steph Curry, I'm hearing that Draymond's suspension was the reason why they lost the finals. And Steph Curry was poor in Game 5, in Game 6, and in Game 7.
Warriors unanimous MVP at that.
Warriors have gotten their first lead. Steph Curry has hit 1 of 2 from 3. Steph has 5 points. Clay has 5. Wiggins has 3 points. Draymond has 5. Draymond has hit his first 3 in the series, people. And trust me, when Draymond hit him first 3 in the series, then it's trouble. That's the first trouble, man. Trouble. That speaks trouble. 24-22 with 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Golden State has weathered the initial punch by the Boston Celtics, and trust me, the Avalanche.
Bro, what?
27-22 as it stands right now. The Avalanche is coming. As I speak, it is happening.
You just watch the score, boss. You have to watch the game to see what. You have to watch the game, not the score.
I'm watching the game.
Jordan Poole just shoot a shot and he lit the backboard and go in.
All right, so I'm saying to you, the Avalanche is coming. Golden State has weathered the initial storm, and now, all right, let me see this. Who is this now? Chris Roman said, ball game was different then. These fouls were regular plays back then. True, Chris, that's so true. The game has changed. Where the game has...
Steph and Wiggins are play at least 44 minutes tonight. Unless it's a blow up heading into the fourth. But Steph and Wiggins must play at least 44 minutes.
All right, so Kems, you saw the backboard shot. You see the big shot that put them up 27-22 in the game by Wiggins, by Poole.
That was the backboard shot.
That was the backboard shot, man.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's 27-22, man.
But tell you, you just watch the score. You have to watch the game.
No, but I'm watching the game. I have the game, but the game is a little delayed from my device, so I watch it here.
Okay.
All right, so.
Wait there. So these man get them legs under them as yet. They man shoot like almost here, but hello.
Right, so gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, I'm gonna give some stats. Right. At the end of the first quarter, as I said, the score is 27-22. Klay Thompson Game 6 Clay is 2 of 5, 1 of 3 from 3-pointer. Steph Curry, in his rebound game, what we expect from him tonight, is 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3-point. Wiggins is 1 of 2 from the field. His only shot has been a 3-pointer. Otto Porter has missed his only shot as a starter. And Draymond Green, the great Draymond Green, is 2 of 3 from the field. And he has made his first.
And that's not the most important stat, viewers. The most important stat is that Warriors went on a 25-8 run.
All right.
That is very important, Pioneer.
That is why you gentlemen are here to help me with them, because we're having a conversation. And I must say to you, gentlemen, I'm a little distracted by the conversation. I'm watching the game on a big screen to my left. I'm watching it on a phone, which is ahead of the big screen in front of me. So and we'll participate in the conversation. All right. So
Pioneer.
Give me a second, Kim. Preacher's asking for the check look at the turnovers. Golden State so far in the game has 4 turnovers to the Boston Celtics.
4. They're even.
So the turnovers are equal, gentlemen. Let me look at fouls. Marcus Smart has 2 fouls. Let me see how the fouls stay for Golden State. Because that is going to be critical, especially in
Play have 2, Steph have 1.
2 and Steph have 1. Looney has 2, which is very, very important. Draymond has, Wiggins don't have a foul and Draymond don't have a foul. Go ahead, Ken.
So, all right. So when you talk about the turnovers, again, I say you can't just look and say 4-4, right? You have to look at the type of turnovers. So,
gentlemen, I am watching the game with one eye and one eye.
Turnovers, man. That's what I explained to you, boss. That's what I explained to you. So Boston turnovers is giving Golden State fast break points.
Good.
Golden State turnovers are making Boston take the ball from the outside. So they can set
all right, not a problem.
Right? So, but I want you to tell me a stat, Pioneer. Tell me Derek White and Pritchard or whatever I want to name. Tell me for them shooting stats.
All right, so Pritchard and Derek White, who are supposed to be critical coming off the bench, all right? Derek White is 1 from 4. Not from 1 from the 3-point line. Pritchard is not from 2. And not from 2 from the 3-point line, which means his 2 shots have been. I think bench points,
touch the rim.
Bench points are going to be critical. Grant Williams has been in the game for 2 minutes, and persons have been clamoring for Grant Williams to play more. Grant Williams has been in the game for 2 minutes and he hasn't taken a shot. So consider
this coach right now.
Foul, but hasn't taken a shot. Golden State ended the quarter on an 11-hour run, and that is what I was anticipating. How this game should be going. I said that Boston would come out swinging. Golden State would need to absorb that initial punch and then punch back, and that is what has been happening so far for the Golden State Warriors. Looking good for my team for this closeout. As I say, I'm expecting the avalanche to come pouring in. I think Game 6 clear is still in effect, gentlemen. And
I think Curry might go for the mid-range tonight. I don't think Curry, because I don't see him searching for the threes. I think Curry's game.
All I know, Pioneer, Steph Curry better play tonight because Wiggins is turning up on that, and this could decide who wins this MVP.
It would be criminal to give Wiggins MVP
if it goes out tonight. The only way that Wiggins could win this MVP. By the way,
just score 50 if they're close tonight.
Let's welcome Gavin Lindo to the screen. Big up yourself, Gavin Lindo. Gavin Lindo says 1 more 3 from Draymond and the Warriors good. All right, I agree with you, Gavin Lindo. Steph has started the second quarter on the bench. It's 32-22, gentlemen.
This is all me I talk about. What is it? Why this man taking so much shots? Why is it that Derek White is shooting the basketball so much?
Because Derek White was hot in some of those games that Boston won.
No, because guess what happened? The so-called superstars.
Okay, that is clear.
Are not imposing.
I pull it the tree, man.
I pull it the tree.
Yeah, I can get the rebound.
Derek White not get the basketball so much.
Yeah, Derek White is dribbling Chris Lynch with 3 man and up so. Who are you? No, come on. I'm telling you, Boston I go home still. Good thing say them already there home, so them just guard them out, yeah, man. Because they're not serious about basketball. Like, listen, Christian, I'm not compare them man to LeBron, but look when LeBron is playing an elimination game. Them man they play 47 minutes minimum. That man is not coming out the game when it's an elimination game. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, them man are young. What kind of rest you need? You're getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars. What kind of rest you need? You have win one game at home and then you rest until Sunday. Today and
Yeah, if
Thursday.
you, that's why I went and that's why I said earlier that Steph and Wiggins will play a minimum 44 minutes tonight because they understand the importance of closing out tonight, and not going back to a game 7, even though game 7 is at home.
Anything goes in a game 7.
Game 7 is a lottery. All right, a player for a team could come up big. Roger said, to your point, Celtics need a floor general. I'm agree. They need a floor general for sure. And for me, that accounts for the many turnovers. Marcus Smart is a dog, but he's not a floor general. All right. And what that leads to Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum feeling like they have a license now to be ball handlers. And for me, Tatum is a bit clumsy with the ball, and Jalen Brown gets a little loosey-goosey sometimes. I think he overrates himself as a ball
Not sometimes.
You know what? You know why?
Jalen Brown is a bad ball angler, brother. Like him seriously bad at it.
You know why I would want. All right. You know why I would champion a Golden State win for the title. It's because of all these pundits jumping around. Oh, Steph Curry is over. He should leave Golden State. Oh, he will never be back in the final. Like, shut up. Steph Curry should leave. Oh, why is he still here? Like, brother, I realize that this NBA is they cost the same thing that they are arguing and cursing Kevin Durant for is the same thing they want Steph to do. Run around, chasing, running down ring all over the place. The man have 3 rings. Right now, the man just want 1 more ring to have a hardy circle or something. The man comfortable. Steph Curry should retire at Golden State.
I have no doubt, CC, that is gonna happen. Because give me a second, 1 second. Paper plate, yes, ABC is delayed. Paper plate, because I'm actually watching ABC on a big screen. I have a stream that I'm watching the game on a phone in front of me, and the stream is about 50 seconds to a minute ahead of the ABC stream on the TV. Listen. You can't watch these talking heads on TV sometime in a season. You have people like Nick Wright when Andrew Wiggins came to the Warriors, and people like Brian Windhorst who said Andrew Wiggins was a bad trade, and people like Nick Wright said Golden State will never see another
Pioneer. Don't act like this is what I don't like. Hindsight is 2020. Don't act like you expected to get this Andrew Wiggins from Golden State. Don't act like that. Please do not do that.
Listen what I don't do, Kems. I am not quick to write off players. I don't dismiss and write off players. The only player that I have written off in this NBA since one player me write off in the NBA, everybody know who me write off. And he has proven me right over and over again.
Write off two.
What the two, CC?
Write off 2. Them on the basketball is not winning basketball. Right. If you have a franchise, I don't want them nowhere near it. You have one named Russell Westbrook.
That is the first one for me.
I have one named James Harden. But think him a rapper or celebrity or something. He's not a basketball player. Obviously, want to live some celebrity lifestyle. I have another one. Him come on the right half trade.
Hey, CC, I don't mean to interrupt you. This is what I talk about with Celtics. 2 possessions, 2 foolishness, a 3-pointer and a wide open layup. 5 points a timeout again. Listen, how can you tell me
Jordan
serious?
Hot like a fire
How can you tell me say serious about playing?
Jordan Poole hot like fire tonight. Jordan
defense is
11 points off of the bench, 37-22.
Because somebody was under the basket free to get that rebound. And push it back out to the 3-point.
Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins on fire.
That's the thing.
22. That is what? That's how much points? That's how much points run that? 15 points. No, man, run.
No run. I run. No.
15. No, hold on. The half ended at 27-22. So it's a 21-point run now.
Steph
It's a
now
21-point
play.
run.
Steph now play more than 35 minutes.
I told you, shooting kills. The key to tonight's game was what, ladies and gentlemen? Poole, Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry.
Yeah, I agree.
No matter who, no matter what Tatum and Brown do, those four having a great game offensively. Just
defending
can be too much.
Christian, Boston is turning over the basketball. What do you mean? Boston is basically giving them free shots.
Jalen Brown have 3 turnovers so far.
A while ago, Jalen Brown turned over the ball, Pioneer. Pioneer, look on your big screen. A while ago, Jalen Brown turned over the basketball. Tell me what kind of defense that? The man are run in front. The man are run into 2 man. What you expect to happen when they are running into 2 man and you hold your head down? That is dunce basketball.
You cannot turn over the ball against the Warriors because you don't get to set the defense in a turnover. When a turnover happens, the defense don't get to set. So Warriors just come run at you and take what they get. It's more than likely a layup or somebody open. And that's what you see.
Run, Pioneer. 19-0 run.
19-0 run. Gentlemen, I tell you this, the signs are ominous for Boston right now. I kind of predicted this, but somehow I thought it would have been Klay and Steph doing the damage. When you make Jordan Poole get confident, it's a whole different thing that, now we have got content with Steph. When you make Jordan Poole get some confidence, now the whole thing. Welcome Linowal Sims, from way out of Cayman Islands. Bless up my virgin and welcome forward. Bless up this special edition.
Boston have played a near perfect game. And I think the problem that Boston is having, when Golden State goes small, remember, Golden State can't match up against Boston. No. But I think this is the worst matchup for Golden State.
In terms of size.
I think if Golden State got Miami Heat, it would have been barbecue chicken.
Meat, I think so too. I think that would have been.
This is the worst matchup for them in the final. This is the matchup that could have cost them the title.
But the difference, for me, CC. Yeah. Because I have been talking about the big man position for Golden State. She, for me, and a lot of persons have disagreed with me. It's a Looney has made a big difference for Golden State. It's between Looney and Draymond Green has rendered Robert Williams ineffective in 5 or 4 of these 6 games so far. You understand what I say? So Looney has been
like George Clooney in Ocean 11, putting off an ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the game has restarted.
In honesty, Pioneer, the series should have been over in 5. Golden State gave away that first game. At Golden State won that game, I thought we wouldn't have got this bonus game tonight. Because it was always looking uphill from that first game. Golden State was just doing everything they like, and they just basically get too overconfident and stop playing like the game was done. And then end up losing.
Pioneer cut the point that I was trying to make with regards to teams going into the final for the first time. You have to look upon certain key aspects. Look at the makeup of these teams that goes into the final for the very first time. You have to look at all of those factors. There's a factor in terms of a Detroit Pistons. There's a factor in terms of Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade. There's a factor in terms of the Stephen Curry team. So that is like 20 years where you can only see probably 3 teams winning their first final, if I'm not mistaken. Only 3 teams I can probably name off the top of my brain was gone to the final for the first time and win. And that's Detroit, that's Miami, and that's Golden State. I can't really count another team.
Toronto Raptors.
Oh yeah, but I show you the anomaly. And Toronto.
Milwaukee Bucks too. Milwaukee Bucks did it last year.
Or their first final.
First final in many years and one. So.
But there's certain, but I'm saying you have to look at the factors as to why that is so. All right, look at that. 5 teams in 22 years.
Well, you see what and when the Raptors did it, we all know what happened with Golden State.
Yeah, but
when the Bucks won it, that would have happened anyway because Phoenix was in there first as well.
But when you get is when dynasties develop, when a team is in the finals, like a Golden State who went to the finals 5 years straight.
Christian mentioned something key. Remember, Miami went to the final versus
Lakers.
Okay,
No,
Lakers.
no.
Which one?
Something, man.
Which one of the Miami? LeBron
Dallas.
Miami 06 Dallas, and that was Dirk first. So that Dwayne Wade and Dirk was in the final for the first time. I understand. So automatically, one person was going to come out
When
the
Dwayne
victor.
Wade
So
went to the final, when Dwayne Wade went to the final against Dirk, and that wasn't his first final, you know. Marcus Smart are going to foul trouble, and I think this two are going to foul out of this game quickly.
He went to the final 04.
Remember, I said Dwayne Wade win a championship before LeBron come then. 06.
Oh, that was 06.
No, then that is the final. Then that is the final, my boss.
No, who did they beat in the final? Another Dallas.
Dirk.
Yeah, Dallas sent
Yeah.
Pioneer, then me not tell a Pioneer I mix up basketball. I'm saying to you that both of them were rookies in the final.
I'm mixing up with 2011. The 2011 final.
Both of them were rookies in the final, right?
Yeah.
When in there, my Milwaukee and Bucks, both Milwaukee and Phoenix were rookies in the final. So that is 2 out of the 5. Or 4 teams were rookies in the final. 2 out of the 5 that you know. So the next 3 teams, you have Cavaliers and Golden State. I think LeBron James was in the final before, so you really can't count. I don't really would want to count that. So you give Golden State that. Detroit Pistons, you give them that. You give them that because they go against the grain right there. So. And then you have Toronto. So as I said before, only 3 teams has went up against proven winners and came out on top. Golden State went up against a proven champion in Cavs.
Paper plate Cavs also went to the final.
Hold on, why are we talking about all of these other things when a game of play ball?
All right, true. All right, so Cavs, Boston.
Game is a little physical now. Game getting a little physical.
Yeah, a little bit tricky. Game getting tricky.
Yeah, but I was talking to Kems. I was alluding to the fact that Celtics is playing against.
The ref allowed them to play though.
Yeah, the ref.
You get shot, you crunch your fist from Kems. So 7 more run. This is a game of runs, you know.
Yeah, of course.
That game of runs.
Listen, Jordan Poole is a man, they're not afraid to pull it from anywhere. The man, they pull it from anywhere.
All right, so gentle folks, with the 8:02 left in the ball game, it's Warriors up 37-29. Let me look at the stats and the shooting percentages as they stand. Klay Thompson, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3-point. Steph Curry, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3-point line. Andrew Wiggins, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. Klay has 5, Steph has 5, Wiggins has 7. Draymond Green has 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3-point line. But Golden State's leading scorer right now, Jordan Poole with 11 points off the bench, 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. For the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum.
Boston on a 7-0 run. Come in, Boston. Come in, lock down this Boston.
Easy again. Kem's ultimate Golden State Tatum. Kems, I don't know what you're going to do tonight after the game done and you see Steph Curry lift up the MVP type this trophy.
Bad man, half time I'm gone. If Derek White still staying at the game, I don't understand how Derek White is at the game.
The run is over, Kems. The run is now over. So
yeah, man, clear just score, man.
Yeah, so well, I don't know what you're going to do. Game 6 is in effect, you know, people.
Derek White not for the end of the game, boss.
It's like Draymond go for a triple-double in the night, you know. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 points.
I was going to mention that, you know, Mr. Triple Single himself.
No, man. You see that is, you know, so that is a narrative that people need to change. Draymond Green is in the top 5 all-time for triple-doubles in the NBA. How can you call the man Mr. Triple Single? That is a full stat.
Top 5 in the NBA?
Yeah, man, in a playoff, in a triple-doubles. Go look it up, brother. Go look it up.
Oh, in the playoffs?
Yeah. Okay.
But the
But
last few years he has had a triple single. Yeah, it has.
no, but
That's what it has been.
you know, interestingly for me, Kems, what is great for me and interesting is that there's only been 2 games in the history of Draymond Green's career that he has had a triple double and his team has lost. I think he has something like 36 triple doubles, and only twice the Warriors have lost when he has had a triple double. That is an amazing stat, my brother. Seeing that is a man who shows that he's a winner, and he plays winning basketball.
Well, Kems, I have some receipts on your show. When Klay Thompson didn't come back, I said if Klay Thompson come back at 80% on your show, Kems, it's over. Warriors going to win. I'm going to dig for those receipts because I said it on Kems' show, people. So I'm going to have to look for those receipts. That was very early in the season. Klay Thompson is not even 80%. Klay Thompson is not even 80% as yet. And Warriors basically still in the finals. And this game is over, Kems. I'm not asking you. The worst thing you can make happen is Steph not having a good game, and Warriors seems to be looking to blow out a team already.
Steph not having a good first half, so you don't ever
not going to happen.
You know, I've asked what happened in the third quarter.
No, not.
All right.
And me and you, Kems, know there's nothing more nice than Steph front running. Team leading already. Look at him now, driving to the basket every minute a foul.
Bro, Jason Tatum is the most stupid basketball player I've ever seen. Why the man fool so?
Remember, you know, these guys were supposed to stop your player from reaching the final and they couldn't do it, you know. These are the same guys who want to come win ring. Them should have get
Up-treat. No, but that was a rookie Tatum though. In fairness to them.
He's still a rookie. He's a rookie.
That's a rookie. Well, some people argue that he's still playing like a rookie, but I was a rookie Jason Tatum still. So
yes, sir. I want to tell her.
CC, what are you talking about? The man not even in the league 6 years yet. But I want the backside this. I tell me say this man is a superstar.
CC, put some respect on Tatum name though. The youth hold Kevin Durant and give him a broom, brother. Put some respect on the youth name. Don't play with the youth.
No, that's what I want to love. That's what I want to love. First round beaten. No, when can hold Warriors and do something? When can do that? This is to win a ring.
This is the mighty Golden State Warriors, bro.
Too much things in a go on with Brooklyn, bro. Too much things in a go on with Brooklyn.
This is the mighty Golden State Warriors.
Come on, get it down to 6 by halftime.
Still not gonna make a difference.
No, I'm sure Wiggins can't make that. Wiggins can't make that. Wiggins can't shoot.
Let me tell you, I tell you this, brother, yeah, a mid-range Steph are living at tonight. Mid-range. So in a little float and a little mid-range jump shot. Hey, basketball.
The man is 2 of 3 from 3 point, you know, brother. It means a mid-range man living.
Listen.
Chef
would have gone 7 3-pointer shooting.
He might drop at least 5 in another game.
Yeah, but I'm saying normally he would have shoot 7 or 9 or 10.
Hey, the man in there moving. Jason Tatum have 3 fouls. Marcus Smart 3 fouls.
3 turnovers though.
I tell you, they can pack it up. I don't know what you're hoping for. Me already see it. They can pack it up. Steph Curry, I go get the basketball in the third and fourth quarter and just a drive to the basket. Them I go foul him. And a beer automatic. Them there are 2 points. Easy. From the line.
The man not play not one good game. The man still have bumper. I mean, Draymond shoot that all day. Draymond have to go beat me with them 3 days.
What?
Draymond beat me with them 3.
Chef from distance.
Come on, Kems. The chef is getting the
Draymond reach him limit. Him now score no more points, you know. No 5 points are good for Draymond, man.
Yeah, man. Draymond finished with 10 points.
You're crazy.
10 assists and 11 rebounds. 10 and 11 tonight. Triple double.
top 5 triple doubles in NBA history are one Ross.
The man they make the garden silent.
You
10 turnovers, the man them have already. And that's even half time.
I say playoff, Bridget. Look on the playoff, Gunners boss. Go look on the playoffs. German Green.
I think the one when everybody say they thought, oh, Boston, but me tell them if I five or six.
CC, what on the CC? Interesting, you know, CC. After Boston went up 2-1, you know, I had the audacity to go on the radio and said to the man themselves, Boston not winning one more game in this series.
Boston should have win game 4, you know, easily, you know.
I could say Golden State should have win game 1.
Yeah, but that's all right.
I could say Golden State should have win game
2. Yeah,
3.
man, Kev, so now I work with the shooter.
Steve Kerr cost me those 2 games, Bridget, by playing. We are going with Iguodala in a game who not playing in a game from when. We are going with Iguodala. What's that about? The chef is cooking now in the Bridget. The chef is getting hot, you know. The chef is cooking.
What is on the pot? Curry water.
The chef start cooking, so it's looking ominous right now. Where do you say you want them cut it to 6? It look like it's probably about 20 at the half, Bridge. Look like it's gonna be about 20.
But me and Ken's know once the game are blown out at Steph Curry time. Him shot them now, him not under no pressure now, you know, brother. So him shot them just basically I come off him and smooth. Him and them stop sweat immediately.
Yeah.
When you're right, man, I see him there.
Okay. Pan playoff listing, right?
Playoff, man.
Gunners boss, I can't argue basketball with me, brother. Go sit down, man. What's wrong with the dude?
Him have 10. And if him get one tonight, him tie with 4 with Jason
Good. Don't ramp with Draymond Green, but Mr. Triple Single. Now, I want to ramp with my play.
12 Westbrook have enough.
In the playoffs?
Yeah, man.
Well, no problem with that. Westbrook is Mr. Triple Double, but he's not good.
James, LeBron James and Magic Johnson are king. 28 and 30.
What I say to you now, sir, we're talking about effective triple doubles, and that's what I always talk about. Saying is that when
Stop the madness, Pioneer.
Triple doubles.
Stop the madness, boy. Effective triple doubles. Stop the madness, Pioneer. You think LeBron James? You think LeBron James triple doubles them are like what something they just say magic triple doubles them they effective. Them does a them man in a them man in a pot start, brother.
No, that is my point. Hold on, welcome Huggy X to the thing. Huggy X, big up yourself, Pioneer, radio man. Okay, all right, big up. Yeah, man, hold up on the radio man them there, man. You know, go big up yourself, brother. Seeing Chris Lynch is here. Seeing and CC from Portmore, you're here on the program all the while is here. All right, and if you were here earlier, Huggy X, you'd see Preacher is also here. So, saying big up yourself, my brethren. The rest of the radio man them in them feelings. Yeah, man, big up the radio man them said speed, man. You know what, go? We show love right here on the block, my brethren. No, you know, we're in this thing for the love. We love sports and we love reasoning sports. So that is what it's about for me. I don't know about the next man. Saying welcome forward. Good of you to have been able to join upon the stream, my brethren. Saying man has no respect. Kems, but things you can go your better now, brother.
Yeah, man, make a move, you know. Me link up with the little.
Yeah, take your anguish, man. Where you going? Still the anguish, brother. Where you do?
I do some assignments, you know.
Yeah, no, my brother. This thing I play out just as how I expect it still. Because as I said, I expect Boston to come through a punch. I expect Golden State to take the punch and respond. It done, you know, a 21-point lead now with a minute and 57 left in the thing. So
people them walk out of the building already and a half time, brother.
Face. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And the chef is cooking and game 6 Clay in effect. Klay Thompson 2 from 4 from 3. Steph Curry 2 from 3. Jordan Poole 3 from 4. Warriors has hit 10 of 21.
You can't have 11 turnovers in our first half in our elimination game. Joke. Sure,
I agree with that. And Golden State, you know, key to the thing is that Golden State is the team that turns over the ball more than any other team still, you know. Golden State is a turnover team, you know, Chris. So when you're playing Golden State, we have a call online. We have a call online. Who we have on the stream? Who we have? Who do we have online? Who do we have online tonight during this crucial game? Yep. What is Gunners boss? Yeah, Gunners boss. Yeah,
Pioneer, if you stop that foolishness on the stream, you know, remember some people with smart people are watching up.
Yeah,
smart people dep on the stream.
What is the foolishness matter now, Gunners boss?
Listen, me man. You're talking about can't talk to you and talking about Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Talking about Draymond Green and his useless triple doubles. When?
You can't answer the man triple double useless when every time.
When Draymond Green have the team for his
Hold on, Gunners boss. Celtics trying to make a little comeback. 54-37.
I don't care about Celtics, man. The game over, man. Celtics can't win the game.
What kind of comeback that? What kind of comeback 54?
Celtics can't win.
Them score 4 unanswered points, Chris, man.
Them need to score 40 unanswered, and it's impossible if you come back.
They went on a 10-hour run. They went on a 10-hour run when the game started. They went on a 7-hour run a couple minutes ago. What kind of comeback?
Them say basketball is a game of runs, my brethren. So let's see what happens. All right. So listen to what I'm saying now. You can't say the man triple doubles ineffective Gunners boss when the man have a record that Golden State has only lost 2 games that the man has had a triple double. So if a player can hold on a Gunners boss, man, if a player can guarantee that when he gets a triple double, my brethren, his team wins. Or you ever say the man triple double them ineffective?
Again.
Yeah.
When you know, let me finish my conversation because you want to jump.
Go ahead.
Every time you talk about Russell Westbrook and Draymond Green in that same conversation, you sound like a basketball neophyte. You can stop it. You sound like you don't have no sense, brother, when you talk them with it. Russell Westbrook and Draymond Green in the same room for not even a minute. They're not sitting at the same table. The only reason why Draymond Green can talk with Russell Westbrook is because him hang on for a great team with some great players and win some championship. And when he get the chance to lead that team, he couldn't score 10 points and grab 5 rebounds in. Don't tell me them play 5 game or 14 game. If a 1 game in play, step and play and the others goes and him run with Kevin Durant. He should have showed up and scored 30 points a game and grab 10 rebounds a game like Russell Westbrook was doing a mediocre team. When he have mediocre team, that's when great players step up. When you have nobody to play with finally. Don't stop that them thing. Me run out of breath for the job. Stop it, man. A foolishness you attack. If you stop it, they are not companions. Draymond Green cannot do nothing from college to high school to nowhere. Draymond Green was nobody till him giant Steph Curry them down a Warriors.
Draymond Green, that is not true, you know. That is not true.
He was nobody. Not even when he play with Cam, he's
look at me, I'll show you.
He was an average basketball.
Do you know that Draymond Green was first team All-American? Do you know that?
Draymond Green was
do you know that Draymond Green was first team All-American?
First team All-American who nearly got dropped out of the draft.
First team All-American. You said he was nobody. The man was first team All-American.
Draymond Green was corrupt.
First team All-American.
One season.
Let me look on some stats.
What was Draymond Green? What was Draymond Green college career average?
All right.
Upper with Michigan State.
You get
he wasn't even the best player for him.
You get me caught up in that thing, you know.
Draymond Green has never been the best player anywhere he played throughout his career.
We're not gonna have this Draymond Green. We're not gonna have this Draymond Green.
You should have never started it. You should have never started it. You should have stick to what's going on here and now and let that go. But you're still riding a dead pony. And every time you ride that pony, you will get killed. Stop it. Please.
Big up Pagex. Big up Pagex.
Come on.
All right. Gunners boss, respect for the link. You're my virgin. Stay on the stream.
No man, with nobody now calling.
You see you, Gunners boss. I have a beating for you. You think you can use this Draymond Green Westbrook thing and this Chapel thing?
What kind of beating?
Stop.
What kind of beating? Listen,
hold on, virgin.
No, stop right there. Stop.
No, hold up.
No, Pioneer.
Boss, hold on. Give me a chance.
Stop.
May I host that thing?
No, I'm not gonna give you a chance.
No, give me a chance.
I'm gonna stop you before you start to lead the listeners and misguide through the thing where we
So what you say?
No, it's not true.
What is not true?
After game 1, we was in the group. And after game 1, I called Warriors in 5.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
What?
No, sir.
What? Listen, if you said if you said no, sir, listen, if you said no, sir,
for the people
we're
on
not
the street.
having another conversation.
For the people,
if you said,
for the people on the street. All right.
If you said I'm lying, we're not having another word. We're going to stop it right there. Didn't I pick Warriors in 5?
No, sir.
Before the series started, I said Warriors. Pioneer, stop.
No, man. For the person, give me a second.
You're not going to come here.
No.
Pull up the group. Chris Lynch, do me a favor, please. Pull up my first text after the two teams go to the final and post it up here for me, please. I said it. Warriors in 5.
All right.
After game 1.
Yeah, but you change your mind at game 1. You cannot do that. Yeah, at that moment, there's a seesaw. Because Boston win, and you say, Rotted, Boston look good now. So you go with Boston.
You know what I said? No, I said, let me finish. Let me start. Hear this. Chris Lynch, hear what I said? I said, I still have Warriors to win. I still believe Warriors can win. But I am more pessimistic after game 1. I am not as optimistic as before. Pioneer and some other man in the group take it and start run with a foolishness after game 2. Listen, they're still playing to game 6, so none of us win that argument. We need to go around the corner and worry after game 1. That's just like me. But because I'm the bravest one who to come out and question them and show tough love while you all was acting like fanboy and making excuse. I cannot make no excuse. They play crappy in every game they lost. And that's why we still have a series. It should have done from night before last night.
Fine action. I realize if I did already have the money with a cut here, but you see because we are so generous and so gracious here, I am sure.
Don't come tell me about the radio.
No, I'm messing with you now. But you mess it. Give me a chance to talk now. Saying because I just allowed it.
No,
all right, my turn.
I was not gonna allow you to misconstrue and tell the people them what don't happen. So now you can talk.
Hold on the point action. Point action. After you made your comments after game 1, I said to you categorically and clear, and Chris Lynch is here to bear me witness. I said, point action, you cannot come back on this wagon, brother. The wagon has sealed and me have sanitized it, remove some of the chairs because we're carrying less passengers on this Golden State wagon. All right. The following day, as a matter of fact, after game 2, 2 other members of the group, Dwight Chateau and G-Star, warned you again, my brother, and I said, listen, point action, you're for the wagon, See? So much so that you take it out. You take it out and cuss off the money man come out of the group. But me, I said to you now, my brethren, big up yourself. The Golden State wagon.
That's why I come out of the group because some man.
No, man, that's cool, man. Nobody with it. Just cool, my brethren. Don't take it.
Some man a drama around corner and
don't take it. I am sure. Don't take it. I am sure. Don't take it. I am sure. Different thing.
Chris Lynch make a basketball comment and I comment with Chris Lynch.
Big up yourself, point action. Big up yourself. We gonna talk again after the game.
I jump on for the stream in the fourth quarter.
All right, my brethren. People, it's a 15-point lead at halftime. The game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Boston has shown in these finals that they can go on runs. So even though I'm not expecting that to happen realistically, but the game is not over. It has been an intriguing game. To be honest, I've watched the game in spurts. I haven't watched the game with the kind of intent that I normally watch basketball games with because we do the stream and we try. Hold on, me and my brother, me and Pine Action talk daily. Him say Golden State are going to win this fight. Well, trust me, Roger. It's a different argument Pine Action have with me in the group. All right. Gavin Linda Wiggins knocked down a couple of those wide open trees. He's getting in the second half, and it's over. I agree with you. I thought it was over from after game 4. As a matter of fact, I thought it was over from after game 3, even though Boston went up 2-1 in that game. Like I said, Jeremy and Miller. Welcome, Jeremy and Miller. Soccer talk, please. No, Jeremy and Miller, the basketball talk tonight. I want to say welcome to everybody in the stream now. We give thanks for the man them presence being here. Boy, after tonight, I might go through basketball withdrawal. If it ends tonight, people, if you know how me love basketball, every time that an NBA season ends, it's like, boy, I have to find some things to do for occupy my time, luckily for me, we have a world championship this year, and the track and field season is getting hot. So I will take up some of my time, watching some track and field and thing. But I'm gonna continue to look on some of these stats, some of these halftime stats. I want to look at points in the paint, which has been a critical stat through these finals. So let me take a glance at points in the paint, see how that is stacking up. Points in the paint. Golden State to hold Boston to 39 points in a half. That is incredible. What you say, Chris? That's an incredible stat. Chris, bug out for a little while. Points in the paint, Jenga folks. It's 20-12 to Golden State. That has been a key stat. Turnovers, Boston 12, Golden State 8. Rebounds, Golden State is out rebounding Boston 26-17. So Golden State winning on the glass, and that's a key. That has been key to this series, Jenga folks. Offensive rebounds, Golden State 9-2. All right. Free throws, Boston 6 of 6, Golden State 2 of 2. 3-pointers, Golden State 10 of 23, 43%. Boston 3 of 14, 21%. And the field goal percentages, Golden State 42%, 42.9%. 21 of 49 from the field. Boston is 15 of 37. Golden State getting more second chance points, people. So they're shooting more. They've had 49 field goal attempts to Boston 37. That is what happened when you turn over the ball and when you don't get offensive rebound. When you allow your opponent to get offensive rebound, they get more shots, obviously, and it's going to result in a situation like we have now where Golden State is up by 15 at the half. They're going to have an intriguing second half, people. Interestingly, Golden State has scored 27 points in both quarters. Boston had 22 in the first quarter and 17 in the second quarter. Boston will need something like what they had. 12 turnovers. Same old story for Boston. Yes, Preacher. I agree with you. You can't turn over the ball against this Golden State team, as Chris has said. They are going to make you pay. They're going to punish you. And that is happening tonight. Key to you're allowing some of the role players to Golden State to get warm. When you have Jordan Poole having 11 points off the bench, Peyton making a contribution, it's looking ominous for Boston. They'll need to come out with a focus in the third quarter, something like they had in Game 5. I think in Game 5 they won the third quarter 35-24. If they could have a third quarter like that tonight, then it would put them right back in the game. But then they would need to have somewhat of a stellar fourth quarter. Let's see how it goes, people. Let's see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting. I had Golden State winning in 6. All things are looking good so far. Steph Curry, 12 points. Klay Thompson, 12 points. Draymond Green, 5, and 7. Looking like he's up for a triple-double tonight. Jordan Poole, 11 points off the bench. 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Gary Payton, a steady hand again. A 6'2" dynamo. A rebounding genius. All right, playing stellar defense for Golden State as he usually does. All right. We have some breaking news, Gunners boss. Let's see what you're saying now. What's breaking news? I look like some NFL news. Let's see what you're saying here, my brethren. Breaking news. NFL fined Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy 100, is that $100,000 or $100? $100,000 and has removed a 2023 OTA practice from the team after deeming a practice session too physical. All right. Interesting. We missed out a couple of the comments in the stream, gentle folks. We apologize for that. No, that's how it gets. You know, when you get to this. Turnovers has been the Achilles heel for the Boston Celtics. Can't have 12 turnover and a half against Golden State. Last game they had 18 in the game and pace for maybe 20. Expecting Boston to come out physical in the third quarter. They have no choice. They're going to have to come out with a force and intensity. Their season is on the line. All right, they are going to have to throw the kitchen sink at Golden State in that second half. Or if they allow Golden State to have one of their regular second half, then, you know, it's going to be curtains and, you know, the fourth quarter might not even matter, you know. So let's see if Golden State comes out tentatively to start the second half. I'm expecting Steve Kerr to put his best lineup on the floor. I don't know why he keep persisting with Otto Porter. I rather seeing Kevin Looney in my lineup. Draymond Green is shooting the three. He has shot 3. So put Looney in the game. Seeing Looney is grabbing the rebounds. You need to continue to out rebound Boston. You need to deny Boston second chance points. All right, and you need to be stellar in the paint. So for me, Steph and Clay seem to have it going a bit. Wiggins is playing steady. Come out with your best lineup. Come out with Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and Looney. All right, and make your first change in the quarter. Poole you're bringing in for some more offense. All right, I don't want to see Otto Porter in for the rest of my game. Otto Porter has played, what is it? He has played 7 minutes. He doesn't have a point, doesn't have a rebound, and he doesn't have an assist. All right, I don't know why Steve Kerr keep on persisting with Otto Porter Jr. in these finals. I think he has his place in the team, but I think you need to play him in spurts. Spurts when you look some offense. Spurts when you probably have a lead and you're trying to kind of maintain that lead and you're seeking some offense. He's kind of weak. He's kind of weak defensively. Paper plates alone might be in some foul trouble. Let me take a look at that. I think at one point I saw him with 2 fouls. I don't know if he has gotten his third. Let me check it and see if he has actually gotten his third foul. But I like Looney in my lineup. For those who follow the radio, you'd have heard me and some brethren in some heated debate about the importance of Looney to the thing. You know what I say? So let me check and see. Check these box scores and see what obtains with Looney as it regards to foul trouble. Oh, Looney has 3 fouls, but we're at halftime, brethren. Put him in the game. So I say, put him in the game. If he pick up another 1 or 2 fouls, then you're sitting. But third quarter, crucial quarter, you want to maintain your lead. You want to probably extend your lead. If you get this lead to 25, then the game is over. If you get this lead to 25 anywhere in this third quarter, then the game is almost over. So maintain your strongest lineup, maintain your intensity. Don't compromise yourself on the defensive end. Maintain that defensive presence. I see G-Star joining the stream. Come forward, G-Star. All right. Welcome forward, Chris. All right.
Yeah, man.
We need everybody here for the Golden State coronation tonight, you know. I see my Virgin National give me a shout. So let me see if we can get National on the stream. All right. We'll see if we can get National, my general, up in the stream. So, National. Yeah, man, we need everybody here for the Golden State coronation tonight. All right. So it's either going to be a Golden State coronation or, you know, or a Golden State flop. Big up Pagan 180. Bless up yourself, my brethren. Good to have a year with us. You know, Pagan 180 is one of our original foundation generals, them who is always here with us. You know, so we give thanks. Boy, people don't want to see my phone busy with messages. Busy with messages, people. Let me tell you, say, boy, I can't check what on. It's like it's always like that when basketball is being played still. All right, I want to see if I can get my brethren national up on the stream. I see G Star flashing on the stream for a minute. G Star, what? Forward G Star. We need the input. Saying we need the input, G Star. CC, take a little commercial break. So Chris, tell me what you see I go on for the second half now, Chris.
There, man. That's my soul circle.
Tell me what you see I go on for the second half. What is needed? If you were
to straighten up. That's straighten up. Golden State.
All right. Wanna prepare for the celebration. Wanna prepare. All right, Chris. If you were the Boston Celtics coach, Chris, tell me what would you be telling your team during this halftime, my brother?
Yeah, man. The main point is the turnovers, man. You cannot turn over the ball so much time against Golden State. Like I previously pointed out in the first half, when you turn over the ball like that against Golden State, scoring become easier for them. Not only that they get more chances at trying to score the basketball, but scoring become easier because now you cannot set your defense to kind of defend them in a way that they would like to. They're basically getting what they want when they turn over the ball. So that has to stop. But with confidence on the Warriors part, I just can't see Boston wheeling them in this game. I just cannot see it.
The second half has started, gentle folks. Score is now 57-41. Boston trying to make a rally, but as again, sticky fingers on the part of Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum looks like a shadow of himself tonight, and that pressure does that to young players. I tell people that if you can't denounce yourself if there's something being placed on you, you take it on to yourself. By the way, let me see what's the lineup that Steve Kerr started. He start back with Otto Porter as he has done. Well, I don't know what it is with Steve Kerr and Otto Porter. Otto Porter is in the game. Some air ball being shot by Clay. 57-41, Jenker folks. 9:56 left in the game. Boston will need some desperation in this quarter, or else my brethren CC I go bust the champagne early tonight. So don't think we have been out down here now. We have our own buckle at the feet here, now, people. So yeah, 57-44. Big 3-pointer by who's that? Al Harford.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of clean looks tonight,
and then Steph with a big 3. That sends it back
to a 16-point lead.
Yeah. You can't lose Steph Curry on the 3-point line. You can't allow it. If you're gonna allow that, Boston, the night is gonna be very short. You can't allow Steph to get a reset 3, dribble, take a one dribble, and then set him foot again. That is a disaster, a recipe for disaster. Can't afford that, Boston. 60-44, Jenker folks. 8:47 left in the game. And Jaylen Brown continues to brick shots and Draymond Green, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Steph Curry, 15 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Klay Thompson, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. I don't know why Otto Porter is still in the game when he has no points, no assists, and 1 rebound. I don't know why it's not Looney. I think Steve Kerr plays Otto Porter with a view of stretching the court, but I think he's limited defensively, so I'm gonna like to see him on my team. Trust me. But it's working. It's working. So let's see how it works. Big shot by Al Halfwell. No, that was a replay. Okay. 8:15 left in the game, Jenko folks. It's still 60-44. 8 minutes at the 8-minute mark. It's still 60-44. Boy, Boston is coming apart.
Yeah, Pioneer. It's because of length and part of the Golden State. So obviously Looney is in foul trouble. So Steve Kerr basically holding Looney a little more just in case Boston find something and can look to get back in the game. So I guess his length why he went with Porter.
Yeah, but I think Porter is a defensive liability still for me, no, Chris. Porter, for me, and I've seen him messed up too many defensive assignments. For me, somehow I rate him as a player, but I don't rate him to play significant minutes in my team. I rate him as a player to give me a nice 5 minutes in a game, knock down a few shots, and my things at that time roll. Al Harford seemed to be the steadiest hand for Boston tonight. He has 10 points. He has knocked down 2 of 3 in this quarter. From 3, 2 of 3 have knocked down 2 3-pointers in this quarter. Nice 3-point shot from Porter. He gives you that. He stretches the court. He gives you that 3-point.
Yeah, but fine wanting on the defense.
Yeah, man,
like you have pointed out a numerous of times Pioneer about Porter.
Yeah, man.
In the games before.
Well,
I'm really happy for Wiggins. This game is over, like I said, Pioneer. I'm really happy for Wiggins. He took the vaccine and it paid off.
Well, the chef is cooking. The chef is cooking, people. The chef is cooking. The chef is 4 of 5 from the 3-point line with 21 points. Make that 5 of 6 from the 3-point line with 21 points. It's now 72-50. It is looking, the signs are ominous of Boston. This looks like a typical Golden State third quarter we are experiencing here. When Steph Curry gets in this kind of mood, boy, he's hard to contain.
Only thing Steph leaves to do is look at his hand and say it's time. That's all it is, because it's really time.
You know, I look for him put up in the night as Chris. I look for the go to bed sign. That is what I look for in the night.
Yeah, and put him 2 on them and draw. And
paper plates, boy, they can't stop Curry tonight. And paper plate is saying, boy, the game is over.
But anybody been watching basketball, Pioneer, should have known that. Like, there's no way Golden State was going to up 10, 15 points and Steph Curry not playing good in a game like this, and you think you have a chance. Because he's not scared of Jaylen Brown. He's not scared of Tatum. There's no one really there for him to be scared.
Boy, the chef is cooking, people. Chef is really, really cooking tonight. Steph
22
Curry
points lead.
21.
It's over, man.
2-point lead. Steph has 21 in the game. 5 of 6 from 3. 8 of 12 from the field. I remember when they started a little bit cold, Chris. I think he missed his first 2 shots, So he has only missed 4 shots and he missed his first 2. And he's 5 of 6 from 3 right now. So, wow. The chef is in the kitchen.
What did he do, Pioneer? Point to his finger. Mean that the ring is coming there.
It's looking ominous. The signs are ominous. Gunners boss, yes, Gunners boss. Harford is the only Celtic trying to compete. Sure. The youngsters are coming apart. The youngsters are look like them are frazzled out. It's a thing. It's boy, you know what I was thinking, Chris, that we might hear the dismantle Boston chants and being echoed again. I'm not agree with it. I think Boston going to the finals for the first time. Them probably can't. They need a point guard. Everybody and their granny look and see.
Yeah.
Them need a floor general, and probably that is what they need. I think the coach has done an amazing job for try for.
When just before they came good Pioneer, remember that was what I pointed out, that someone like a Chris Paul would have probably made this team.
I said Draymond Green to take them off. And you had said Chris Paul. Somehow Marcus Smart is not that. Marcus Smart is, as I say, he's a dog. Him aggressive. He can defend.
But it's play. You need intelligent play other from just being gritty and can fight. Yeah, he's not a floor general.
So, Agiex said the chef must get MVP. That goes without saying, Agiex. If Steph don't score another point in the game right now, his finals MVP is secure, as long as Golden State goes on to win this game. All right, so.
And that alone tell you that the game is over, Pioneer, because Steph knows that the MVP is right there for him right now. Then he's getting the job done tonight. We cannot look for a Boston comeback right now.
You know what
he's getting the job done right.
You know what I'm sorry for right now, Chris. I'm up on the stream, but him now watch my virgin Kems. Kems, I know you're not watching the game, but I know you're up on the stream. Yeah. I know you monitor the scores by your phone. Boy, Kems.
We call all of the Home Depots and the Lowe's them and tell them that not to sell him, not to sell Kems any rope.
I know. What the one with no grammars when I know rope people.
Yeah, they call all the Home Depots close to Kems' address and let them know. So Ken should be safe.
The game has restarted. Score is 72-52. All right. With 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in the third quarter. If I were Boston, I would be trying to get this lead down to probably 12 by the end of the quarter. That gives them some glimmer of hope going into the fourth quarter. So if I were them, I would be trying to see what I can do to reduce this deficit. They're going to the fourth quarter with a 20-point or 15 or more point deficit is going to be an uphill task for them coming back in this game. Tatum has 11 points. Hartford leads. Hartford has 13. Jalen Brown has 16. Marcus Smart has only 2 points in this game, gentle folks, and that is far from good enough for Boston. All right, it is a rough night for Boston. Off the bench, look at the bench production, Chris. The bench production for Boston is pitiful, brethren. Grant Williams has played 6 minutes and has no points. Pritchard has come off the bench with no points. Derek White has played 14 minutes and only has 2 points. It's not looking good for Boston. All right, Robert Williams.
Yeah. I can't see Boston coming back. The player just not so long. Jason Tatum has Steph Curry on him. Like you have to take a 3-point shot. You're trying to cut the deficit. You have to do something there. But you cannot just try to dribble. No, it's not time to dribble. You need shots up.
Big up Mr. War. Welcome to the screen, Bridget. Said Celtics gave away game 5. Game 5. You have to give credit to Andrew Wiggins for game 5. They did a stellar job guarding Steph Curry in game 5, but turnovers, Mr. War, and the Golden State defending. You have to give credit to the Golden State defending, and you have to give credit to Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins had probably his best playoff game of his career in game 5, and he basically won it for Golden State. All right. As I said, if I were the Boston coach right now, my aim would be trying to cut this deficit. Cut this deficit to under 12 points. 12 or under. 13, 12 points as a deficit going in the fourth quarter. The title is on the line. You would hope they probably can hope to Golden State. I say get a little bit of sweaty palms, sticky fingers, as Chris Lynch like to say. So, and anything can happen from there. You probably could get hot again like they got in game 1, knock down a few shots, and you could be right back in the game. But as it stands right now, it's a 17-point deficit, and it's not looking too good for them with 4:52 left in the third quarter. So, what is this? Boston, this is KS1JM, that Boston also gave away game 4. No, man, you can't say that KS. Your KS, not after the chef was cooking that way. 47 points, 43 points. Come on. You have to give credit where credit is due, man. Basketball is played on both ends of the floor. You know. When a team does bad on the offensive end, you have to give credit to the other team's defense. All right, so you have to balance it out. A lot of times teams make mistakes, but some of the times those errors are forced errors. You criticize a team when they have too much what you consider unforced errors. But when a team is playing stellar defense like Golden State played in game 4, and also played to a greater extent in game 5, then you have to give that team credit. Understand? You can't just bash one team like that. These Boston Celtics, though, I think this experience will be good for them. Even though there's no guarantee for a team to be back here next year. A lot of us saw the Phoenix Suns making it back to the finals after the year they had last year. That wasn't to be. They got beaten by a kind of meltdown against a Dallas team that we all expected them to beat. But this experience for me will be good for them. Boston probably has been the most consistent team in the Eastern Conference. They made it to us, Chris. It's 4 of the last 6 conference finals, even though this is their first final. So 4 of 6 conference final and 1 final in appearance with it in that. Then this is something to build on. The core of your squad is still young. And I say you could be building something. You could be building forward. All right, I'm sure if they go on to lose this experience will be invaluable for Jason Tatum and a Jalen Brown and a Marcus Smart. Some of the veterans.
And with the reports coming out pioneer that Brown and Tatum basically didn't buy into the coach when he just came because of how he was organizing the team. He was setting up the team different from
the coaching style.
Yeah, he was setting up the team to play different from how they used to play, and they weren't buying into it. And you could see that at the start of the season. That was obvious that they weren't buying into how he wanted them to play differently and all of that. So obviously, this is a reason to trust him now because he has took them all. He has took them here, and they have played well.
Only just picked up his foot for there, critical. I'm not seeing nothing there, sir. Is that flap? See, Grant Williams are holding face. That looked like a flap to me. I don't know. If this coach has them for another 2 years, 3 years, Chris. All right, I have to credit Brad Stevens, because Brad Stevens realized that, listen, I've taken this team to as far as I can take them. And if I take myself out of the coaching role and move to a general manager position, hired a coach, and he has made one more step, and now they are in the final. So, it's a flat, man. The man hold him face and still hold up him face. The man elbow is like 10 miles from the man style. I think, Chris. I think the NBA, like football, needs to start penalizing players for flops. Yeah, man. You need to get a technical foul every time that a man flop, and you review it and realize you need to give. As a matter of fact, I give a technical foul plus the ball to the opposition.
Because not only that you disrupt the game, the flow of the game, but you're cheating the fans.
Yeah, man. Nothing there, man. You don't have nothing there, sir. The man's elbow is far from your face, brethren, and you flap and I hold up your mouth. There's nothing there, so what is there? I want to welcome Neo Sovereign, Laws, and Inside to the stream. He says, force 2 turnovers and sing 3 trees, and they're back in the game. All right. Elbows in the mouth. I don't see it. I don't see it. What was given? Come on, foul out of bounds. Okay. Game back in effect. Golden State playing some stellar defense though. Stellar defending. Another turnover by Boston. Wow.
Story of the night.
Yeah, man, a story of the night for Chuma, brethren. This is still a 17-point game. Still a 17-point game with 3:34 left in the game. Golden State up 74-57. Jaylen Brown finally tried to buy a bucket, eh? No, man, it struck his chin and jaw. All right. From the replays that I saw, it look like.
Yeah, barely touch him, it looked like. I don't know how big. Yeah.
Come on. For me, I think the NBA need to institute something. They need to institute something for those floppers, especially people like Marcus Smart and Chris Paul, who are serial floppers. As a matter of fact, I think them because in some ways it brings the game into disrepute, brethren. It takes away from the quality of the game. All right, the foot for flopping. I mean, all right, you can sell a call, a man bounce you and you exaggerate the slide or the fall. That's different. But in a situation where we have seen many situations like this where I say, what was called here? Another flop again. Whoa. Let me see how the foul trouble looking for Golden State. Peyton has 3 off the bench, 3 fouls. Looney have 4. Draymond have 1 foul in the game. Draymond is 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 8 points. Look like a triple-double coming in, Chris. 2:47 left in the game, people, in the third quarter. Golden State up 74-57. This look like curtains.
Yeah, and there's no surprise that Golden State have so much fouls because obviously they know that they have to be physical with Boston because they want to close out this game.
Come on, you have a match. You have a match Boston's physicality.
Gentlemen, I don't know if I will return and see you guys still on here, but what does that say? Congratulations for this Golden State 4th ring car. This is inevitable, bro.
There's still a lot of time left. Remember, gentlemen, I want to remember, in game 1, Boston had a 40-16 fourth quarter in the budget. They could very much have that again tonight, and that means they would win by what? They're down 17 now. 40-16, they win by 6. So let's hope. Let's hope.
Circle. Bless up on yourself and G.
Manners,
Yeah, bless up, CC. Manners, CC.
Good for you to have been able to join us. So I want to say respect to everybody who has joined us in the stream. You know where I go. I know a lot of you guys are still here with us, listening to our commentary, but watching the game. 2:10 left in the game. Golden State up by 14. As I said, this is a good position for Boston to be in. If they could reduce that lead, now they're up by 12. Boston making a comeback. 5-0 run here.
Steve Kerr find Iguodala position, assistant coach. That's good. He finally finding position on this team.
Big shot by who is that? Who made that shot? Who knocked down that 3 a while ago? To cut it to 60. Who did that? Was that Jaylen Brown? Yeah, Jaylen Brown, 23 points. Jaylen Brown get hot in at the end of the third quarter, man. Wow. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown finding some rhythm. 74-62 people. But this is exactly what I was saying that Boston
12 points.
Cut it to 12. Steve Kerr, do some coaching now, Steve Kerr. Let me see what you got. Golden State with some critical turnovers also.
Clay seemed to be tired. He might leave a number of shots them at the front of the rim.
Come on, shot. You need a big fourth quarter from Gentle people, this is not over by any stretch of the imagination. All right. All right. Neo Sovereign, laws and insight. I want to say this much to you know. If Golden State go on for lose this, it's sticky on them, you know, bro. It's going to be like a heartbreaker going into game 7, you know. I don't know what them could recover from. What they could recover from this. If you lose this, then there's no. I can't see you recovering. You're comfortable leading in the game by 22 points, and blow a lead like this. Then, yeah, clear
Advantage Boston. Advantage Boston if them allow it to go
man,
game 7.
Big advantage. Big advantage, Boston.
Boston beat Giannis in our game 7, brother. You don't need no more confidence than that.
All right, so Boston making a rally, getting the third. Let's see what is happening here. Let's see how Golden State responds, people. The championship is on the line. We're going down to the fourth quarter. And what is that? A turnover again, another turnover by Golden State. What is that? Out of bounds by Wiggins, stepped out of bounds.
Have a feel a game 1 though, Pioneer, where
it has a little game 1 feel for true, you know. 12 points, and that was the exact. This was the exact scenario, you know. Another turnover by Boston. Another foul, and it has a little game 1 feel about it for real.
Yeah, it's still because Golden State was up by 22 at one point. Boston basically.
Nip and tuck, man. Still nip and tuck. I think them need to get Steph more involved in the game. Poole, big miss that in a Poole. 55.
Golden State stop play hungry. Them stop play like them aggressively and want to score.
I feel like it is like they have won the game already. But Boston not helping themselves. They're not making shots. Boston not making any shots either, brethren. Like nobody wants it. Boston now cut the lead to 10. So a 10-point game, people. Interesting days. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. The lead is now 10.
Yeah, Boston basically seem like them not giving up nothing in the paint. Them going to settle with Golden State shooting all outside shots.
Yeah, but this is where them need to get Wiggins involved. Driving. It's now a 9-point game, people. Wow, interesting, very interesting game. Boston is making a run, folks. Boston is making a big run. This is interesting.
Hope Kems is not sleeping.
Put back the champions on ice. People. It's now an 8-point game.
Hope Kems not sleeping and he put him phone for alarm.
Put the champions on ice, people. It's a 9-point game with 44 seconds left in the game. Wow.
Yeah, Golden State basically stop play aggressive.
Yeah, man, them stop play aggressive.
No, Boston get aggressive going to the basket now.
Yeah. Boston is now driving. Good block shot by you see Harford is putting up some veteran presence here in this third quarter. Veteran presence by Harford in this third quarter. Jenko, folks, we have a game on our hands. Fourth quarter.
And this is home to Boston, so you know the crowd is right behind them.
Yeah, man, the crowd is providing. All right, so Golden State is now up by 11. Golden State is up by 11. Shot made by no other than the big man himself. Let's see what happens, Jenko folks. Let's see what happens. Jaylen Brown going to the line to shoot with 5 seconds left. Golden State up by 11. Draymond Green knocks down his 10th point of the game. I don't know why the scores aren't updated. End of the third, Jenko folks. Golden State up by 10 at the end of the third quarter. We have our game on our hands, people.
The first 5 minutes gonna be crucial because
crucial.
That stage we're going to know where the game heading basically.
And this is where now. All right, you see now this is where for the people who and trust me, this is where now I am on the this is where I am on the side of the people who I got question Steph Curry's greatness now. Because this is your game to win now, Steph. You're up by 10 going into the fourth quarter. Boston won that quarter. Boston won that quarter 27-22. So we have our game on our hands, people, going into the fourth. Golden State up by 10 going into the fourth quarter. Interesting. It's now come down to this. The marbles push to the center. All right, we want to welcome IT. We have a couple of new people in the stream. Welcome IT Push. See, now we want to welcome KS. Boston's best asset is Klay Thompson. Klay has been missing a number of shots for sure. But what me expect from Klay is for Klay come up big in the fourth quarter. Klay gonna, you see, that is it now. Shooters keep on shooting, so we expect no less from Klay. Klay will. He has not had, the game 6 Klay game. Well, it's still not too late either. He could very well come up big in the fourth quarter. But Jaylen Brown and Al Horford seem to be the ones leading the fight for the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum, 11 points, 7 assists. Not having a great game again. Marcus Smart, 5 points. Not much off the bench. I'm looking at the bench, Chris. I never realized. So I saw the Boston bench thin. The coach not playing Tice, so it's just Williams, White, and Pritchard. I don't know if that is.
Yeah, they got 8-man rotation.
Yeah, the bench kind of thin. The bench looks a little. I just look on it, I haven't been checking. But that seems to be the rotation they have been playing with for most of the
series.
Yeah, because Golden State has gone on. Well, Golden State is playing an 8-man rotation too. We haven't seen Bielitsa tonight. And the coach, probably why they haven't played Iguodala. All right, so
normally your rotation get thinner in more crucial games because obviously the star is going to play more minutes, so you do have a lot of minutes to really dish out.
Yeah, but no. Like, well, for me, it's still enough. But I think this has been not Steve Kerr's finest coaching moment. Still, I think you're playing against an Athletic. Now, I'm not talking about just this game alone. I'm talking about the entire series because I've been calling for Steve Kerr to give minutes to the youngsters. You have a bunch of talented youngsters on your roster. You use a Moses Moody in the Boston series. He came up chums for you. He showed you that, listen, the moment wasn't too big for my coach. He knocked down a couple of critical shots. He played some great defense, and now you have a series that you're playing against an athletic team, saying and a team that is physical. You need to give your two athletic rookie them a run out. I don't know why the coach has been, somewhat indifferent to playing the young. I think that they could have done something in the series. All right, so for me, I kind of knock Steve Kerr for that from a coaching standpoint. But as I said, everything is in the middle now, people. All everything is pushed in the middle. The fourth quarter has started. We have played 20 seconds in the fourth quarter, and it is still 76-66 in favor of Golden State. Scoring is going to be tough in this quarter, believe me. You're going to see defense on a whole different level. People with diving and balls and throwing themselves around, trust me. And you can see it already in the game. It's going to be physical, gritty, chippy. IT push says go Golden State. Gavin Wiggins needs to chuck his 3-ball. GP was too cute, and Clay needs to chill and take good shots. I agree with you. Instead of forcing, I agree with you. Gavin Linder. No hero ball. Well, Steph started at the bench in the fourth quarter. Too much hero ball from Poole, man. Ball movement is a Golden State way, Virgin. Move the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ball movement is Golden State. Leave Boston to play the ISO game. ISO ball is Boston game.
Wiggins have to get back more aggressive now. Drive into the basket. Work. Yeah, Steph have to do the same thing. It works. Because Boston look late in the third quarter. Boston basically look, even now starting this quarter, Boston basically look like them going to live with Golden State shooting from outside.
Yeah. Clay continues to miss. Clay is 5 of 18. Clay might have jinxed himself with the game 6 Clay thing, All right, good dunk by Payton. 5:45 in the game, people. It's 78-68. Jason Tatum is out of the game. Steph Curry is out of the game. Yeah, man, big up. What's that? Artism in Jamaica. Bless up yourself. So the great Chris Lynch and the great Pioneer. We're here, Artism in Jamaica. We're here, keeping your companies, keeping the guys' companies while we're counting down the scoreline. And I'm thinking.
What do you think about that move, though, Pioneer?
Which one?
Tatum on the bench.
But he's not playing well. So I have no problem with Tatum on the bench. Don't shoot that. Boy, Robert Williams playing stellar defense. Playing some great defense still, but picking up a foul in the process.
Yeah, like I said, I think if Golden State go up by 15 with 7 minutes or so to go.
You see, all right, as long as and see they're up by 12 now, with 9 minutes left in the game. As long as it remains a 4-position game, the pressure is gonna be on. And Boston needs to go on a run. They need to hit at least two big threes or so. But as long as the score remains over 10, it's gonna be a little tight for them. So
but I think Boston looking at game 1 to see that they have a chance, because obviously pressure on Golden State to give up such a big lead, Pressure on them if Boston ever cut this to a 7-point lead. It could go downhill for Golden State.
Then it's going to get a little tight. Artism in Jamaica is saying this is Highgate, by the way. Big up yourself in Highgate, but generally, no. Big up yourself, Highgate. Good for you to be here with us, man. We're there on the stream, I'm a virgin. I go and count on the
Big up, Highgate.
Manners and respect. One of my general, them, on talk show already in Jamaica. Bless up yourself, my virgin. All right.
Yeah, man. Big up, Highgate.
12-point lead with 9 minutes on the clock. And Steph will come in at the game. Boy, the signs kind of look away for
It's easy to fire here. You know, say that when them the 17 points, you know, so.
Oh,
Yeah, but
them up 14 now, Chris. So it is looking struggles continue. The struggles continue.
yeah, man, like I said, the first 5 minutes are going to dictate where the game will go. Because obviously, my thinking was if Golden State continue to get a lead, then Boston out. And if Boston closing and would have went in and tried to close that gap, then Golden State in trouble. So the first, like I said, the first 5 minutes should dictate where the game go.
Pool coming up big for Golden State. 82-68. Well, it's actually 82-70 and the scores I'm on my phone, but it's 82-68 on the stream I'm watching. 8 minutes 13 left in the game. Jason Tatum is now in the game. Steph is still sitting. Obviously, Steve Kerr feel comfortable with Steph. He might try to get Steph in the game as fresh as possible. That might be a good strategy, you know. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm just to say that's the game Golden State have to go back to. And you see what Poole went back to. He's too quick after dribble to be settling outside the 3-point line. You're leading. You don't need to be taking no high percentage shots. So you can drive to the basket. Worst case scenario, you miss, but you can still get the rebound again, or you can get fouled.
Definitely. I'm looking at the turnover numbers. Golden State 12 turnovers. Boston continue to struggle. They have 18 so far in the game. They had 18 in game 5, and we saw what that meant for them. Boy, the struggle is real, Boston. The struggle is real. Still down by 12 with 7:29 left in the game. Scoring has been difficult in this quarter. It's been a whole heap of missed shots and rebounding. Draymond Green, look on Draymond numbers. Draymond now has 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 10 points in the game. Let me look at the rebounding for Golden State. Looney has 7. Steph has 6. Wiggins have 5. Signs are looking ominous for Boston, people. They are missing shots, left, right, and center. Tough game.
Yeah, they're playing better on defense, but like I said, they're not having a good offensive game.
Gunners Bars, if you're watching the game, tell me how Draymond Green playing tonight. Yeah. My game starts Gunners Bars. He has 10 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. I want you give me a Steph Curry back in the game, people. Chef continues to cook. He has 23 points. It's now 84-72.
12-point lead.
6:47 left in the game. Jaylen Brown continues to fight for the Celtics. But as I said, the signs are kind of ominous.
Just looking at the game, and I just realized that obviously Steve Kerr tell them basically what I've been saying all since that third quarter pioneer. You have to drive to the basket. You cannot set yet. You're too good. Steph is too good.
I think that is why he kept back Steph for a little time on the bench. He wants a fresher Steph Curry versus a fading Boston team. And I think it has worked tonight in terms of, bringing back Steph at this point for close out the game versus a frustrated and faded and tired Boston team. So 6:47 left in the game, folks. We have a timeout. Golden State up 84-72. It's been rough going for the Boston Celtics tonight.
Yeah, offensively, Tatum hasn't found his rhythm. His shot. Him don't look good shooting the ball. Like normally, him looking farm like. Yeah, him just look out of sorts tonight.
6 of 16, 1 of 4 from 3. 4 turnovers in the game. It's been a rough outing for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown not bad. 10 of 21, 3 of 9 from the 3-point line. As a team, As a team, Boston is shooting 33% from the tree, 40% from the field. Golden State, conversely, is having a better night from the 3-point line. They are 16 of 40, 40% from the tree, but kind of poetry from the field, 38.6%, but still holding a 12-point lead with 6:47 left in the game. The difference for me tonight has been the Golden State defense. Saying a lot of that is Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has 2 block shots and 4 steals. We don't know Wiggins has much of a shot block. Imagine that. Steph has 1 block and 1 steal. Can you imagine that? Steph having block shots.
Yeah.
Peyton has 1 block and 3 steals. The Golden State defense has been stellar tonight.
That was when Golden State was leading by 22. Wiggins and Steph was playing good defensively.
Yeah,
they were putting out the effort on defense.
What you say? Neo Sovereign Laws inside said, conversely, adversely. All right, my brethren. Hear loud and clear. I think you can start taking the champagnes off the ice now, no people. Because unless we see something drastic and tragic, I think Golden State is playing a level of confidence. It's now a 10-point lead. Boston just scored a 2-point basket. So it's now a 10-point lead with 6:37. But let me see who got that. Jaylen Brown continues to fight. Jaylen Brown continues to be stellar. He continues to put up a fight. 6:37 people. Boston must be setting up for their final stance, their final run. See what they can do.
Yeah, those first half turnovers, 11 first half turnovers really hurt them.
And 1 bucket by Grant Williams. And he went to the line and knocked down. So it's now a 9-point game, people, with 6:17 left in the game. And just like that, Golden State score again and bring it back to 11-point game. So Golden State.
Keep those champions near, but don't take them off the ice.
I said take them off. The chef got this one.
Don't take them off. You cannot take them off. You have to keep them close, but don't take them.
The chef got this. When you reach the 3-point mark, as long as it's over 10, then the fouling is going to start, and then that's going to be the ball game. So, let's see. Steph got a bit ball dominant in this 4th quarter, Chris. Steve Kerr going to have Steph close this out. You might try use Steph and close out this thing. All right, so I keep him on the bench along. They're going to feed him. They're going to keep going to Steph. And they're going to keep playing some stellar defense. Andrew Wiggins with another big block. Wiggins have 3 blocks and 4 steals in the game. Wow.
Jason Tatum don't want to shoot the ball. I don't know why.
Klay Thompson continues to struggle. Terrible shooting night for Klay. 5 of 20, 2 of 8 from 3. Wow. But yet Golden State is up by 11 with 5:35 left in the game.
It's only going to get worse because knowing Klay, unless the coach take him out the game, that's how it's going to be.
I'll keep shooting, man. I'm not stop shooting. Shooters shooting on. Neo Sovereign Laws Wiggins friggin', eh? Yeah, man, Andrew Wiggins playing some stellar defense. Great defending by Andrew Wiggins. Boy, Wiggs, if there was a consolation MVP for the series, they'd have to give it to Wiggins, because Wiggins has been excellent in this series, brethren. The youth has come up big for Golden State. All right, I think them need to pay him in this half season. Them need to give him some money. Wiggins need to get paid. Big shot by Wiggins. Big shot. Big 3-point shot by Wiggins. People, you think them can take off the champion now? It's 91-78, Chris. Wait a
No, you have to keep it close because
I have German scoring. So, boy. When you have German scoring, and 10-point ball game, 356.
See the man shoot a jumper from just inside the arc in the third quarter.
German.
Yeah, I believe I am. Yeah.
And Boston continued to turn over the basketball. Well, that was not a turnover, but big shot by Al Horford. 3:42 left in the game, people, and Golden State is up by 12. They're comfortably cruising to the title. All right, that's a 4-position game. Can't see them relinquishing this league. Al Horford has had a decent game with 19 points. You know, I look at the plus minus them, Chris, in the game. You know that Jalen Brown is +2, Marcus Smart is a +6, and Al Horford is a +1. You know where the deficit lie is a bench production. You know? The bench players are Richard minus
Derek White
-26 and Grant Williams -18. So the deficit is really in the bench production. 2:32 left in the game, people. Golden State up by 12. It's 93-81. What is it, Chris? The champion them can come a little closer now. I think so you can put them out of the fridge and put them on the table now.
I wouldn't take the risk because you want to get them as cool as possible. But
the chef has 27 points, Virgin. Finals MVP performance. Tatum continues to be gun shy. Another turnover by Tatum.
There's something wrong with Tatum there, right? You see how much shot Steph Curry take? Klay Thompson take?
Yeah, man. I don't know why Tatum gun shy in a big game like this.
Tatum cannot have such a length and not shooting over when he sees Steph and others. That's smaller.
6 of 17. Jalen Brown 11 of 22. 50% from the field, Jalen Brown. Al Horford 6 of 8. 5 of 4 from 3. 4 or 5 from 3. Them need to get Al Horford a little more open. Going down the stretch, you're down by 12. You need to give Al Horford at least 3 big shots.
And Al was missing a lot of shots in the first and second.
Early in the game, yeah.
Yeah, middle is a lot of open shots then. Come alive in the second half.
Where's the Gunners, boss? The game is over. Been over from the first quarter. Let me see. Boy. Wiggins lock up Tatum. Yes, I agree, you know. And sure. Thank you, folks. I'm not going to be with me for not putting up all of the comments here, because I'm watching the game while I do that. All right. Nothing wrong with Tatum except Wiggins. All right. Gunners, boss. You said Gunners, boss. There is no rally to be made. Golden State winning this game. Hey, Gunners, boss. Your seat on the wagon was thrown. But throw it we are about 50 miles down the road. But that's why your seat on the wagon. They don't have no seat on this wagon. Pioneer sounding like I did after game 1. Church. No, Gunners, boss. I want you know, Virgin. And you know what the bad thing about the thing, Chris? I know you're not the group, Chris. You know, I want the man, you know, Chris. It's a fine action. You're about 5 times I want the man, you know. You cannot come back on this wagon. I'm a Virgin. Gunners, boss. I'm sorry still, but I said go. Big up Karim Grant. Karim Grant said, tell you Jalen Brown is one to watch, not Tatum. Sure. Jalen Brown has proven himself in this game and to a lesser extent this series. Calvin Linders, a Pioneer, Wiggs made 3 trees and Draymond made 2 trees. You know what I mean? That's true, man. curtains if that is the situation.
Tatum can talk about Mamba mentality all he want. He didn't show up with no Mamba mentality.
Alright, but it's a Gunners boss. But now you try map me up. Pioneer sounds scary and lacking in confidence. Boston is coming too little, too late. Virgin, if it's a me lacking in confidence, when I, after game 3 in a series, that Boston went up 2-1, came on radio and said that Boston not winning another game in the series, which meant a team that had not lost back-to-back game would have to lose 3 games consistently. I said it, and I said it with extreme confidence. I said to the people on here that I was quietly confident, and true to form, my predictions have come true. All right, so
you're a pioneer, and you say it in the group in that win, obviously, and you say it from the same night. So obviously, you really believe. You really believe it.
With I said it with confidence. 96-81, Chenko folks. The chef has another 30-point game. It's curtains. The chef 10 of 6 from 3, 6 of 10 from 3, 12 of 20 from the field. Whoa, what y'all gonna say? You know who I want here? I want to hear Skip Bayless and Nick Wright. Those are the 2 gentlemen who I want to listen to keenly. IT push. We have it, IT push, man. Bring out the trophy. There's no game 7. Definitely not IT push. No game 7. No game 7 IT push. Bring out the thing. Yeah, so they can start rolling. See that now, since Stefan at the bedside, Chris. Putting it to bed, Chef. Chef, I put it to bed, Reggie. Chef putting it to bed. Putting it to bed, Chef. Man, I'm not taking notes.
Yeah, man.
What kind of game 7, man? Game 7, what? You crazy? Game 7 is a lottery, Virgin. Jason Tatum still gun shy, still refusing to shoot. Even when it is clear and obvious that, you know.
Even when Wiggins not on him, that we see it from the early in the third quarter, Pioneer. We see Steph come and Steph late to close him out, and him don't take the shot.
Oh God, Draymond, I'm gonna full turnover that Draymond. That's a woeful turnover, Draymond. Come on, Draymond. Stop dirty your stats, Virgin. 5 turnovers. After you have such a great game, you had to turn over the ball unnecessarily. You're doing yourself a big disservice, my son. You have stat line 12 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 8 assists, 12 rebounds. You use turnovers and I miss your stats, Virgin. It's 99-86 people with 1 minute and 30 left in the game. Golden State fully in control. What you say, Gunners, boss? Pioneer off the wagon. Man all over the place being scared. No, Gunners, boss. That is not me, brother. That's not me, my virgin. That's not me. Practice 3 wickets. That's a practice 3, my virgin. 1 minute 30 left in the game, people.
Golden State, stop it again. Like, come on, Steph, continue to drive them. Second for the outside shot them, but I guess it's game.
Yeah, man, game, man. The chef I got the line. If he ice it. Put him done. Him put it to bed already, so now it's like, you know.
Well, Pioneer, I am not going to stay up and celebrate with you because although I knew Warriors of the caliber, I was team no more rings Draymond Green. So I won't party with you.
Imagine that. I have to give him a deal still. You have to give him a deal. Give him a deal, man.
Yeah, but
yeah, man, give him a deal.
You never get shaken. You never get shaken by Boston, no matter what Boston was doing. You never get shaken.
I understand, and I say my pronouncement. Hey, Chris, you know, say it's because I now listen to the radio, make me miss out my win. Anyway, I have money for college adjustment for me because I actually bet on that. On that, or the 2-1 score. So I have a nice change for collect tomorrow. But
Shakes wanted to bet you 25,000.
Because I was, but then I sent and my car radio, my drive, kind of pick up a little poultry in sentence. So, whenever hear, I call to the radio station and then I drive and the reception go out. So I never hear Shakes. So, but, so I go. I still have a little thing for collect from Just Bet. This is exactly how I expected this game for go. I tell people to Golden State I got front run the entire game. The more take Boston best punch, and then the more just manage the game and finish it off. And that is exactly what is happening here. Let me see how the stats look. Steph Curry 32 points. 32 points. 1 block, 1 steal, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. Wow. Amazing stats by Steph Curry. Amazing stats, Steph. Amazing stats, Virgin. Jalen Brown have 32 for Boston. Jason Tatum only have 30. Jalen Brown is a +3 in the game. 34 points by Jalen Brown. +3 in the game. Is that Boston taking out them starters? Boston has thrown in the towel, people, with 1 minute and 1 minute, 1 left in the fourth quarter. Boston is pulling out their starters. They have thrown in the towel. So it's curtains. What I say? Come on, it's 30. It's 31 and 32, Stefan. 32, man. When I take over 1 of the man points, IT pushes 32. What I say? Mount Rushmore. What you say, Kareem Grant? Mount Rushmore, Steph. Him not, for me, he's not up there. I think he has kind of moved himself one space. This morning I had him at number 10. I think he has moved himself one space up the ladder. I think I could probably put him over. We probably can slide him in front of Tim Duncan now, because I had Tim Duncan at number 9. So I want to slide Steph in front of Tim Duncan right now and put him at 9. Saying, but in order for Steph, Mount Rushmore for me, he has to win another ring and another finals. If Steph can go on to win within the next 2 years, and them have the lineup, them have the squad, if he can go on to win another ring and another finals MVP, then the Mount Rushmore conversations can start. But for me, he has basically solidified himself in the top 10 right now. And I think he moved for me, he's number 9 right now for me. Looking up. You agree with me, Chris?
I not agree with him. I not put him over Tim Duncan just yet.
Come on, man. 4 rings, revolutionized the game. 2 MVPs, 1 final MVP. 3 scoring titles.
Yeah, him was a little, them final, the 3-1 there where him lose, you know. It's a big blemish for him, man. Big blemish for him.
What me saying, but everybody have a blemish there. LeBron has a blemish in 2011. Kobe have a couple blemish for him same way. So you can't use a man's worst moment to define his career. For me, you add up him best moments and then you subtract him worst moments down at the end of the transaction. A lot of people who are judging tend to put the worst moments at the top and then them take it. For me, top 10. Top 10, for me, in the number 8 and number. See the man cry, the man ball now. Like you, the bird come off of you right now. Him know, just you see them tears, are the tears of eliminating the doubts. That is what it is. Saying it's the tears of no virgin will finally get it done. You know what I say? What else him need? Him win everything in a generation. We are one of the best to play the game also.
All right. While I go for your parade, are you at CC?
I'm not going to celebrate too much, you know.
G-Star and all the Warriors supporters are soon the next season.
All right, Chris Lynch. Good to have had him, Virgin, and good for you.
Yeah, man. It was a good show, man.
And give thanks.
Yeah, man. Warriors. We have no doubt that Warriors would have win based on those championship pedigree. We know championship pedigree.
Paper plate. When you say paper plate, Oh, you say I bust the champagne. All right, I bust the champagne. Champagne I go pop, Reggie. Yeah, champagne popping. Warriors, man. Tengo folks, final score 103 to 90. And again, you can see Warriors consistently scoring between 100 and 108 points. And as I said at the beginning of the game, key to the game is holding Boston under 100 points. And again, they did that. All right, so kudos to the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry finishing with 34 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. Draymond, another great game for you, Draymond. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Klay Thompson finished with 12 points, so game 6 Klay wasn't on. Wiggins, another stellar game, 18 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. You know, big up Andrew Wiggins. Golden State with their 4 ring, people. I cut it short, you know. I'm gonna leave the celebration till tomorrow on the radio. I'm gonna sign off and watch the rest of the celebrations on TV. It was nice for everyone to have joined us here. All right, one big up everybody was in the street. Big up IT Push. Big up Paper Plate. Big up Kareem Grant. Big up some of the people who were up here with us earlier. Saying big up Gunners Boss.
Yeah, man, big up Games. Hope him fall asleep before bowling. That was good.
Saying big up people like Case was here with us. Big up Neo Sovereign, Laws and Insight. Saying big up Gavin Linda. Saying I want to big up people like Pagan 180 was here. Saying so I want to thanks to everybody for joining us in this pre-game show and watch party and I am short. Big up yourself, my brethren. Highgate. Good for you to have joined us, my brethren. You know what I say? Big up to everybody who joined us earlier on the stream. Saying I want to say big thanks to you, Chris Lynch. I want to say
yeah, man.
Kim was here with us earlier. I want to say big thanks to Preacher. I want to say big up to CC from CC Sports Club. You know, it was a good one. And I'm going to bust my champagne. And I'll continue the celebration on the radio tomorrow. This has been the watch party. This has been around the NBA. This is I Am Pure Sports and I am Pioneer. And I'm signing out people with a Golden State victory. The one exactly as how I predicted it. Golden State in 6. I said that at the beginning of the series, and that is how it has played out, true to form. We give thanks. Good to you to have joined us. Until next time. I think Saturday we'll do a review of the NBA season. We'll be here doing a review of the NBA season on Saturday. So for those who wish to join us, you know, we welcome you at that time. We'll try and have an exclusive panel of some of the regular faces and probably some of the unusual faces at that time. This is I Am Sure Sports. This is around the NBA, and I am Pioneer. Have yourself a good evening, ladies and gentlemen.